You were beautiful, just like a flower. I could walk with you for 1,000,000 miles and my feet would not get tired. Where you go, I'll go, winter or summer. I don't care the seasons change, 'cause darling, I'll stay right here with you. Every night and every day, 'cause darling, there's nothing in this world I'd rather do. Never been this close to heaven, never felt something just like this ecstasy. Never been this close to heaven. I don't know if this is real or fantasy, or somewhere in between, or somewhere in between. Oh yeah. You could fall asleep for 100 hours and I wouldn't miss a thing. I would keep you safe while you were dreaming. You could scream and shout, cry 1,000 tears, and I wouldn't let fear win. What you feel, I feel. Together we're healing. I don't care the seasons change, 'cause darling, I'll stay right here with you. Every night and every day, 'cause darling, there's nothing in this world I'd rather do. Never been this close to heaven, never felt something just like this ecstasy. Never been this close to heaven. I don't know if this is real or fantasy, or somewhere in between, or somewhere in between. Oh yeah. Oh my God, what a time to be in love. Oh my God, if forever is not enough. Oh my God, what a time to be in love. Oh my, oh my, oh my God. Never been this close to heaven, never felt something just like this ecstasy. Never been this close to heaven. I don't know if this is real or fantasy, or somewhere in between, somewhere in between. Oh yeah.
What's good? What is good? Appreciate that, Lou. You know what I'm saying? I got certain music in the mix. Hold on, let me take this damn banner down because it's driving me crazy. All right. Let's go. We're back to the 1 o'clock ish shows, and we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? All right. All right, so like the 1 o'clock shows basically also saved at 5:15, so I don't get my shit off too bad and piss y'all off, and then have to come back without RY, so she doesn't get caught up in my bullshit, because that's what you always say. Envy drags RY into some bullshit. Well, maybe not. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, Lou, I try. You know what I'm saying. I love some of those songs. Sometimes I got to play it twice, Lou. What up, Noble? Mimi, I said, what's up to you? Lou, I appreciate that. Chaos and Chill. I love that name. You know what I mean? That's an oxymoron. Let's go. But yeah, Chaos and Chill. Let's go. All right. Let me get right into this stuff so that we can get up out of here. I usually do like an hour and a half, so I appreciate you. What was good to y'all in chat? That's what's up, dragons. You kept your word. I said, where the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? You could stop by. You can stop by, especially when we have like those fun lives where we get up here and talk about absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this live is not going to be that. I like you. I like my name too. Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. Because with your name, we don't even know. With your name, we don't even know how you're going to give it up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm prepared for either or. All right, Diana, what's good? All right, dragons, let's go. All right, let's start off with my response to Pizarro. Right. I don't know if you guys are looking for some kind of dramatic situation or whatever like that, but she came and watched our live and our 515 live, and she was talking about that during her stream when she was, I guess, launching the frenemies. The main thing that she said was that we're not behind it and it's a pick me situation, right? All right. So what I mean by we're not behind it, that's completely false. We just basically, like, I'm frustrated about frenemies and Pizarro or whatever because it in my opinion, that's how Polar Gang did it, but it was a lot different. I think that every content creator, in my opinion, that's fine. They want to start their channel, they give us a 5 minute spiel or whatever it was, but at the same time, like, if I had to do it, I would make those people be panelists first. You know what I'm saying? Because you mentioned something good where they should do shows by themselves and this and that, but I didn't hear anything groundbreaking. Sorry. I just didn't. Some of the people that were talking about their channels were like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. We have to be confident about what the hell your channel is going to be about before you jump out here, okay? So I think that being a panelist, that's what we did in the Mode 3 sector, right? We came up, we were panelists, we scratched. Then we went to another panel, scratch. And then we came up with some content. We did a really, really quick show and, we were up out of there. I don't know what, somebody creating a channel and just, going off of the cuff is going to do, right? And what I originally put in the title as well is let's not focus on StreamYard. You know what I mean? And the logistics, the technology or whatever. And I'm not scared to say that I definitely put in the chat, go watch some how-to videos. I wasn't talking to you, Pizarro. I was talking about the other people. Go watch some how-to videos, how to run StreamYard, how to go live on YouTube and all that bullshit. Like, stop wasting our time talking about that bullshit. All right? Like, let's talk about the strategy and this and that. And to be honest with you, Pizarro, you know how much I support you, no matter what. Even if you, even if you have a scrape or do the content train and miss me all the way down them rails or whatever the case may be, it is what it is. I'm there. I have good intentions, but honestly, I just think that you're stepping into too many spots. And I would say, like, any good man needs a good woman. Any good woman needs a good man. I really think that you're just out here without any, like, real consultation. You know what I mean? And when I watched the show, I was like, okay, well, this is going to be a mix of people that want to get into the game and then people that are already into the game. But I did look at the panel. And I will say this, the most interested I was when Mo Betta went up there and told us about her channel, because she was very clear. She said, she would like to, kick back, chill, have a good time. And I look forward to that, because just look at it. She's taking the model. She's not taking the whole model, but she's seeing what works. And when we kick back and chill over at Pizarro's, that is always a good live, always a good time, always a good vibe. So I totally understand where she's coming from. But some people were kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. You should know what you're going to talk about before you go to the interview. You know what I'm saying? And I say interview is because when you come out here and you talk like this is almost like an audition. What do I mean by that? People are going to be in the bushes. People are going to be in the clouds. They're going to be nosy as hell with the frenemies and who's going to do this, who's going to talk about that. Are they going to beef and whoop de whoop? You got to have a little bit better of an audition than the shit I saw yesterday. All right. And the reason why I'm so strong about it is because I want Pizarro to fail. If I didn't like her, I'd be like, hey, woo, hey, Soul Sister and everybody else sounds great. Oh my God, make your channel and we'll be there. And then none of us are coming because it's like, please get a little bit of momentum on your own rather than looking to reach back. Because like us established content creators, it took us a long time. There's no such thing as like, here's the basket of goodies. I'm going to support and do this and do that. But it does really, really help because, as I said, Polar Gang, it was all at Polar's channel, literally. And I would make a platform for that. But each content creator, Cam, Mahaya, Coolin, Max Boogie, Eve, and everybody branched out from there. But at the same time, everybody knew go back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a frustration thing, Pizarro. There's nothing really to respond. But I told you in your chat probably about 50,000 times that you need more backing. You know what I'm saying? So, from the outside looking in, I'm looking at, damn, a handbook. But I'm kind of looking at, okay, well, we're at step 1. How are we going to do step 2? How are we going to do step 3? And why will you not welcome the right help, Pizarro? I don't get that. You got very, very strong people out here that want to help, but they're being nosy right now to see who's going to be involved in the shit. Okay. But why not ask the right damn people for help? And that's what I meant by pick me. You did hear that. I did say that because a lot of people are running around like, well, you know what? If I sign up for the frenemy sector, then I lose my clout in the beef sector, the black sector, the Mo3 sector, whatever the case may be. No, you don't. But a lot of people like feel that way based on, just seeing who's involved in it, but not with you, but, with these quote unquote new content creators that we didn't even know who wanted to be content creators, right? RY is, I'll be talking about her, a little bit later this evening. And I'm going to be asking y'all if you think she's new. Because what do? You go from a subscriber to a content creator, and then what? So anyway, that's my response. I did not say, I did not down you. I did not, look at you funny or whatever the case may be. Honestly, I want you to be successful, and I'm here to support you. I literally was going to click the link yesterday, but it wasn't appropriate. What am I going to go up there and say? Yo, hey, everybody, my name is Envy. Let me raise my hand in the air. I really want to help y'all get your shit together because I got other channels that are music channels, just not just Man Code Television. So hopefully you got something out of this quote unquote response. There was no drag. There was nothing like that. I just wanted to clear that up. All right, let's see who's in this bitch. You said, let's see, Tiffany, what's up? Tiffany, I saw you hit a link. I'm here. What's up, Pizarro? Tiffany, I saw you hit a link, and that was really, really good. Envy, why did Lemon say he was beef sector, not frenemy sector? He betrayed us from the frenemy sector. I don't think he even started. I don't. And the reason why I say that is because shouldn't we have been at Pizarro's yesterday? Like, I don't like the launch or whatever the case is. I mean, I don't know how you market it. I don't know how you build it up or whatever. But you know what? Hey, listen, as I said, it's because the beef sector has more clout, obviously. So that's why I think he said it. And, if you went through the ringer, like he always mentions, and you fought and people try to put you out, do this, do that, then obviously people are going to be like, well, what the hell's wrong with the beef sector or whatever? Okay. More better had a catchy phrase topic. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Adrian. Like, you got to put something into it before someone spoon feeds you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever go up there and be like, hey, Pizarro, what do you think I should talk about? Bitch, get the fuck down from the panel. Go learn StreamYard and come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, absolutely. Mo Better thought it through. You know why Mo Better thought it through, Adrian? Is because Mo Better is used to being on panels, used to being building her own following. And she already knows. Don't fucking put content creators out there just just to try out being on a panel. Anyway, I'm here. What's up, Pizarro? Tiffany, let's go. Brenda W, how you talking about starting a new sector but doesn't have nothing to talk about? Yeah, I don't know what they're going to talk about quite yet. And as I said, listen, the thing that would benefit Pizarro the most and everybody else, like, I think that people should talk about the frenemy sector, but then also branch out into something else so that the frenemy sector's algorithm gets expanded. The one thing that I could see happening stronger with the frenemy sector over the beef sector is we're all shadow banned. I'm just gonna call myself beef sector just for the sake of this damn stream or live or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I would say, hey, Mo Better, we want to have, we want to kick it, have a good time. That would be beef sector, but your passion is soccer. You know what I'm saying? So try to get into that algorithm and bring people over. Hey, Soul Sister, your passion is we don't fucking know. But please go over there and get so and so, the pinup models or whatever the hell it is, so that you can expand the frenemy sector. Do not get a sector shadow ban before you even start, please. Damn. I'm listening from the clouds. I appreciate that, Jasmine. Good seeing you around. I'm so happy for Mo Better. I am too. Let's go. That's who I'll get behind. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't need that hand-holding bullshit. She doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be the flagship way to fucking introduce yourself into this. Mimi, you could have came up to have this conversation with me, Envy. You know what I'll do? You know what, Pizarro? The only reason I didn't come up is because y'all were doing the, talking about, hey, here's how we're going to do this. And Pizarro, I've had content along the way saying to you, link up, get with the right people, and you know how I support you. Please do not ever take it for granted, Pizarro. I don't sit in front of a bunch of people saying I got Pizarro's best interest. She's under my quote unquote protection plan and all that other shit. You should already know that you could call on me to be like, hey, it's different. If I'm in the chat saying whatever, like, it's not like you're summoning me or whatever. I just thought we were in a better place. Just ask me to come up there. But I also don't want to overstep my boundaries, because it'll be like, why does Envy think he knows everything and all that other bullshit. So I do want to I will pull up there and have a conversation with you. I just wanted to clear up that whole pick me and this and that. It's just, they have to be vetted. Sorry. And also, Pizarro, people are feeling like it's a dictatorship, not a democracy. That's what I've heard. Like, you know what? Pizarro's always going to be able to say, hey, I started it. Hey, I named it. Hey, I had the lives. Hey, I said I would sit on your platforms or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people are running from it, feeling like it's not inclusive. So, and as I said, I will pull up, for sure. But I definitely thought that I'd be out of place, because I'm not going to talk to Soul Sister about fucking running StreamYard and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. That's not my place. That's like, playing college football, then going back to, Pee Wee League. Okay. Absolutely not going to participate in that bullshit. I hit Pizza's link because I'm being promoted from sub to CC. No, you should be, Tiffany. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't hit Pizarro's link. But my thing is a lot of people said that they're nervous, they're uncomfortable, and that's normal. I've been doing this for like 9 years. I'm still nervous and uncomfortable to hit the go live button. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, Tiffany. If you took that the wrong way, I apologize. But at the same time, that is exactly what I think people should do. Go hit another link, go hit another link, go hit another link, and see like how you vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot out here that'll freaking take you downhill. And are you ready to beef? You know what I'm saying? I'll beef with y'all just for no reason. Just to get the frenemy sector up and pop it. But I'm a small content creator. I get like 100 people. You know what I mean? Who doesn't have anything to talk? Please stop spending lines on me. How about stop worrying about what I'm going to talk about? Oh, okay. I see who you're talking to. I was like, damn, Pizarro, I didn't say no crazy shit like that. Let's see here. Let me stop. Okay, okay. I have a concept also. I just haven't realized it yet. Lady Nyca knows my concept and it rather catchy. Okay, that's good, Tiffany. I mean, that means that you put time and effort already into it. We call it having skin in the game. So I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you definitely have like a little bit of an outline, it's like writing a paper. Don't you do an outline first? Like I'm gonna write about this, and this. So maybe you need to tell other people to have a concept, okay? Because I only heard one. Sector is going to be very good. Friend of me, listen, it's gonna be good. I'm sitting here telling you on goddamn June 9th at 11:44 Eastern Standard Time that it's going to be good. Okay? I just think that a lot of things that like R&Y talks about, like why does a woman have to stand alone? Why does a woman have to be out here being the woman and the man? Why is this? Why is that? I just really think that, a lot of men in particular are having Pizarro out here waving in the wind, trying to dry. You know what I mean? But I don't know if she's open to that. You know what I'm saying? Because like with Pizarro's personality, sometimes people are like, I want to help, but maybe I might get shunned, cussed out, publicly humiliated. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To me, they act like lie, don't understand this. Let's see, Molly, I don't need your recommendation. Okay. And we're going to talk about you later, RY, because obviously we know that you're proof of concept. But with RY, which I'll talk about it later, she had she was an established sub. She was an established panelist. She was an established person that was in the mix from the beginning of the beef sector. But look how she's doing on her own channel. She's doing amazing. So I would kind of look at RY as being kind of a blueprint to going from someone in the chat to someone on the panels to someone that does their content. So I would definitely look at something like that. Let's see here. I got you, Pizarro. I see that down there. Well, considered the founder of the newbie. Well, Intel would be considered the founder. Why? Why? Why would anybody be considered the founder? Ain't nobody found shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you found something, then a bunch of people are going to come out here and do their thing. Let me scoot down here because I see Pizarro wants the link. I assume this is envy. You wasn't doing too much overstepping. If you have a misunderstanding, it's best to talk. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And I'm going to drop you the link. Let me put my AirPod in real quick so that I don't echo. Hold on. Let me change the setting real quick so you can come up here and I don't sound crazy. All right. So I appreciate that, Dee. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hit the like. Don't just hit the like. Eat a few gummies and roll up something. All right. That's the best way to hit the like. Yes, I'm the founder. Okay. Yes, I'm the founder. The fuck me. And RY, thank you because I already nervous for me and them. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm the founder. All right. Well, I definitely think that you should incorporate others, but it is what it is. There you go, DD. And I really want to hear that from you because I think that makes people that shun some people away. I really do. But okay, cool. Let's have the conversation because I might have misinterpreted everything. And last night I was like, you know what? If I write too much in the chat, it's going to be misconstrued, and we're going to be right here and be talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I just, God, you just need some hitters, in my opinion. Like you're gonna start something with the folks that you had on the panel last night. I don't know. You're gonna put in way, way, way too much effort from the beginning, and I don't want you to get burnt out. What do you say on your show sometimes? Hey, I'm gonna go back and chill. I'm gonna hang out with my sound bites. I'm gonna do my thing just to decompress because I'm getting burnt out. Do you know how burned out you're gonna be trying to get 10 or so new content creators up and running? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Sour Patch? How you doing? What's up, Leslie? But I did drop the link. She brought it up and is offering support to new. Yeah, I mean that. Yes, yes, and they should be offered support, absolutely. But there's a really, really good way to make money doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, after you get this person up, then what? After you build this person up, then what? Um, the rules are kind of like maybe over here, over there. I'm damn near ready to write a damn outline. But as I said, like when somebody wants to step up and actually help, that doesn't mean that I want to be envy frenemy or anything like that. I just rock with Pizarro enough. I'll give her a goddamn a starting point because as I said, we already did this. Look, this is how Polar actually told a lot of the Mo3 sector, Polar's original Mo3 sector, but this is how Polar kind of laid down the foundation of the rules. Let's go.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that, but it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We weren't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics. And the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never saw before on the internet.
That's a lot about what the frenemy sector has to do. Not dragging kids, not dragging the lifestyle, whatever. See, a very simple foundation was built there with a bunch of new CCs. But as I said, when he was like, hey, we were on the panel talking about this, we were on the panel and things would get out of control. That's how people got comfortable with talking their shit on a panel. And Pizarro, I'm not quite sure. What's up, Gip? Pizarro, I'm not quite sure. Like training wheels, right? Yes, yeah. Like when you think you got training wheels, oh, there she is. At least she showed up so she doesn't cuss me out on her panel. What's up, Pizarro?
What's up, Envy? Okay, repeat the stuff that you said because I didn't get to hear it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
basically,
was
I
coming
said
here.
yeah, I mean, I could go in sections. Basically, yesterday you said that you heard RY and I, well, not RY and I, me talk about frenemies as a pick me. What did you mean by that? Like,
Well,
what bothered you
I didn't
about
get
that?
what y'all mean by that. What bothered me is that why does it have to be a pick me thing instead of new content creators wanting to? Because it's not a pick and choose thing. Whoever to me that wants to become a content creator, that
Mhm.
wants to come out here and put themselves out here, I'm going to help them all. It's not a pick me. Hey, help me out. Hey, look, because they're a part of me or a part of my camp. No, I don't give a damn who it is. I'm going to be there to support because they're willing to come over into this sector and build themselves
Mhm.
in the sector that I'm creating, which, makes me feel good because like they didn't have to, they could try elsewhere, go elsewhere,
Mhm.
but they're willing to try it over there with me in this sector. So for me, it's not a pick me thing. If anybody who want to become a content creator, any content creators that want to leave the situations that they at and come over there and rebuild, they can. I'm not gonna discriminate on nobody. Even
Mhm.
if I don't even like you, I'm still not gonna discriminate because you're willing to come over here and build yourself up. And that's the main thing about the frenemy sector is to get more content creators being comfortable out here, giving content, doing content, and having fun with it.
Right.
Because you
And
ain't
my
getting it
thing,
nowhere else.
right. Well, my thing is the reason why I said that is it's like I don't know if people are poking fun of it or whatever it is. Like people make
They are.
content. Are you good? Yeah, that's like when I see polls Like, am I supposed to, like Lemon, fuck it, I'll call your name out. When I saw a poll
Right.
saying, should I go to the frenemy sector or not? Don't ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, either go over there to help or don't go over there at all. You know what I'm
And
saying?
let's talk
And
about that.
yeah,
To
go
me,
ahead.
I'm very disappointed in him, and
Hmm.
it makes me feel like he's not confident in himself and that he cannot grow outside of the B sector. That he has to stay stuck. And to me, ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't play in my face. And that's exactly what he did. I was gonna say this on my own live, but I'll say it here. Don't play in my face. Don't play games with me. And don't try to make me look like a fool neither. Because that's exactly what you're trying to do. And I don't like that. Don't try to make me look like a fool. If you knew you wasn't gonna come, don't come. And then I'm not forcing you. It's already bad enough that a lot of them feel like I need him or he's the one that's, what I'm saying? No, I
Right.
started this. I came up with this, and he inserted himself in it, and nothing wrong with him doing that. But don't back out and be chicken when it comes down to it, because that shows me you ain't got no confidence in yourself. I have more better Tiffany and just me. Got way more confidence than you do to willing to jump out here as new content creators, and you are established as content creator, and you acting like you can't pick your shit up and move somewhere else. My thing is, if you knew you weren't ready, you should have said that instead of coming out here promoting it, talking about it, making the content like you were really gonna come over here with me, and you don't. You chicken out. Like that's some weak ass punk ass shit that Lemon did. So he
I
can
think,
stay his ass
yeah.
over there. He can stay his ass right over there and don't even worry about the new sector. Because I don't have time for that flip flopping ass fake ass shit.
No, I feel you. I mean, that's one reason why I said that you don't really have that support. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I said, RY talked about, women get shit on because guys don't want to step up. And unfortunately, right now, I think people are sitting back to see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like if there were 500 people there, 15 established content creators, I feel like Lemon and other people would want to jump in there rather than to, build it from the beginning, Pizarro. And that's like ass backwards to
Hold
me.
on.
I got you.
Stretch my boy. I do not give a fuck what y'all
What's
want or
up?
what y'all
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And
What's up,
Lemon
Miami
going live
Popo?
last night didn't do anything for me in the new sector. I still pulled over 200 people in my live yesterday for me introducing new content creators and telling what's going to happen. That's just for me introducing them. That's just for me breaking it down and giving the rules and regulations of it. So if you have a problem with that, stretch marks on my bun, then you stay your ass where you at. Y'all act like I'm asking y'all to come over there with me and the rest of them that's there. If you don't give a fuck about it, if you don't care about it, if you feel like people want beef and all that other lame ass shit that y'all keep lying about, then you do that. The fuck? But don't try to shit on what I got going on because y'all not providing shit over there. It's deader than a doorknob over there. So don't worry about what I got going on. Y'all just keep suffering and struggling to find beef. That's what the fuck y'all do. On three content creators that only go live over there. Fuck out of here, ho.
You're frustrated already at the beginning, Pizarro. You know what I'm saying? I think you're taking on too much of your
I'm
own.
gonna be frustrated because if I was the nigga, these hoes wouldn't be talking. So I'm gonna be frustrated. If a nigga
Well,
came and did it, they ain't have shit to say. But I'm doing it, not everybody got something to say. Like, and
it is
especially if you know
because of
you're gonna
that.
be a hater, stay your ass where you at.
It is because of that. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm a straight, masculine man, whatever the hell you want to call me, and I think that you need a cohort. Now, me in particular, I'll listen. I'll write down a little bit of structure, just give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm going to be a matriarch or anything like that, but I want it to work out because I see the concept. It could work. It could work. But do you think that it'd be best for these content creators to maybe be a little bit more panelists to get more comfortable with the situation? Because that's kind of how we did it.
No. I actually told them that they need to be comfortable going live on their own, talking to their audience on their own, and not depend on a panelist because they need their audience to be there for them and hear them. Not come there because you got to fire panel. You know what I'm saying? They need to
Right.
be there for you and your support.
You
I told them they need to
misunderstood.
do that.
You misunderstood. What I'm saying is like, should they participate on other people's panels to kind of get their, their feet wet, their name out there? Because it's kind of hard to say,
Oh
sub to
yeah,
this person. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say
yeah.
sub to this person that you've never gotten to know. Like, for example, what happened with RY, right? That's a great example. It was like we stopped hitting, we stopped going in chats, we stopped hitting panels, we stopped doing every damn thing. We were over here doing our thing. But you were one of the people that said you got to be out here. And I agree with you because fair is fair. I wouldn't just be like, oh, here's a new content creator. Make sure you go over to see them talking about, planting fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I really think that these people need to get on panels and do their thing, other people's panels. Like, that's really what works. Like, how are we supposed to get to know these people? Because aren't you going to be breaking your neck to
They,
push it? Huh?
yeah, I'm gonna be breaking my neck to push them, but yeah, they are already gonna be hitting the panels. For them to
Mm-hmm.
start their channels, they're gonna wait till like Saturday, Monday, so
Right.
that they can hit the panels and get into the conversations and especially mine, because I told them I'm gonna be because mama just starting, but they trying to want to do it, and then they also don't want to tell it because it's they don't want nobody else to take it, which I can understand that. But I told them
Mm-hmm.
I would have to come to you too. So when I come live and I talk about certain topics that I'm gonna talk about today, they come up and they hit the link and we talk about it. To get them more
Mm-hmm.
comfortable too, speaking and in front of a bigger audience because when they go live, they may not have that many people, but they
Right.
have to build that up first anyway. So it just is what it is. But yeah, they already going to be hitting links and stuff.
And y'all
Yeah.
do not get discouraged by that, y'all. Do not get discouraged by the numbers, please. Like, if there's 20 people in there, there might be one millionaire in there that could change your life. Please do not get discouraged about the
Uh,
numbers. Trust me, I get it.
yeah.
You, don't measure yourself up against people that have been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And network. Like if you start getting to the beefs and all the other dumbass shit or whatever right at the beginning, it's gonna be a wrap. And y'all need to understand, we all went through the same thing, new content creators. Like, we had to have, at the beginning it was kind of like a pilot audition. After that, then we had to have a scandal. After that, then we had to, have an argument with somebody. There's just steps that you go through that people are going to tell you, quote unquote, horror stories that hopefully you guys won't worry about it. Because, I mean, of all people, you got Pizarro. But I just wish that you had people that were a little bit more established content creators that were like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because,
Itchy Cameras was there. She was there with me
oh, okay. Okay.
in
Well,
row,
that's
so I
good.
appreciate them coming. That
No,
yeah,
I'm
they went
glad.
on me too. But
Those are,
I
yeah, those are
definitely
two
understood
good
that
people.
part.
Those are two good people.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of them, is still stuck in B sector. So I can't do nothing if they want to stay with their abuser. I mean, they like the abuse. They're the same ones that complain with me, are the same ones that chicken out. I'm staying here. I'm gonna be here and there. I'm just gonna stay over here because I have time. That's fine. But these the same people that also talks about they sick of the flag and they sick of the docs and they sick of this and they sick of that. And in my opinion, they're not. They enjoy it just as much as the people that does.
They do. They do because it's drama, and drama brings money.
And the
That
only
that's
time they
def
don't enjoy it is when it happens to them. Child,
yes.
please, no.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be. I mean, a lot of people don't want to be the content. And I'm like, you're gonna be the content. Like, there's no content creators out here where we haven't been the content. And we're not trying to make a Rodney list or anything, how many people how many people we dealt with in the beef
Or
sector. But
not
but
you
at the
shade Rodney. Rodney, that was not me. That was Envy. That was
oh,
Envy, Rodney.
Yes, it was me. You know, I'm gonna be a bag of bitches or whatever, but it's all good. Shout out to you. Uh, he said, I'm gonna show y'all how beef sector and ZX should have gone over to lemons, which was weird. I agree. That ZX was weird going over the lemons, but I don't know. I don't know, Pizarro. I think the first thing you need to do is really, really, really ask Lemon that hard question. Are you in or are you out? I looked at the poll and the poll was down the middle, Pizarro. And I think that Lemon was kind of surprised that it was down the middle. Should I go? It was literally like maybe 51-49. You know, and my thing is don't ask people whether you should do something because that weakens the sauce. You know, just do it. Go be a leader. Don't ask for approval. You know what I'm saying? Just go over there. But Pizarro, I really think you should ask the yes or no question. You know what I'm saying?
But with
Because go ahead.
but even my thing is, if he sat there when he knew today, because from your live, which I've been
Hmm.
to, when he came over here to talk with you on RNY, which I was shocked because I thought y'all was in y'all thing or whatever. But it's not shocking like that because of course you two fight and make up like me and him do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out why he said that he wanted me to wait yesterday to launch it and stuff like that when I've been telling him this. And then on top of that, you have been going live because remember Saturday I was supposed to launch it, but
Hmm.
I got held up with my family and my soundbite. So this
Hmm.
whole weekend, so I couldn't launch it this weekend. But he was the main one that was going live, talking about, oh well, we were supposed to launch it this weekend, but we were supposed to do it today, but we didn't do it for some reason. I don't know what happened with Pizarro. I don't know why Pizarro didn't do it. Da 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 da. So when I do launch it, no, I should have waited. Like, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that dumb shit.
No, I feel you. I feel you, and I think, but you know, I mean, I'm fuck it. I'll ask him yes or no, or you ask him yes or no, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that people say, "Oh, I'm going to sign up for the frenemy sector, so I can't do beef sector content." Do you see it that way? Because you said that the frenemies are basically going to do content on their own by themselves. I think people feel like if I go to frenemies, I can't talk about Rick Reed, I can't talk about Pizarro, I can't talk about, well, not you
I
because you'll be
mean,
in that
people
frenemy
are going to
sector.
talk about it and going to say what they want to say. Like I said, when I literally did the rules yesterday, I said that at the end of the day, I still fuck with some people in the B sector, right? But I
Right,
can't force those people in the B sector like Demon Soul, Ro,
right.
Lady Nigga to pick a side of the friend of me or the B sector when the B sector is in them. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
on the adult. I can't just be going around here telling adults and shit. Pick a side. You gotta pick a side. If you ain't picking a side, fuck. You feel me? I can't be doing shit like that. What I'm going to do, and what
Pick
I
a
say for the friend of these sector to do, is that even when these people that we're cool with that is in the B sector just don't acknowledge their commentary. It's not hard to do. Just don't announce their commentary. Because when we do that, we allowing the people that's in that is not allowed to be in. And the thing is, I hate that I have to say some people are not allowed to be in. Because they won't stop dragging kids, loved ones, the dead ones, health degrees, dragging the dead ones, family members, all that shit. Doxing,
hmm
flagging. Even though, they can see a doxing flag a motherfucker even in the new sector. But what I'm saying is that they're not going to stop that. And who am I to try to change somebody? You feel me? That's
True.
the reason
Yeah.
why they still don't let kid come. Because I'm not going to force some Rick Reed, because Rick Reed came over, and I'm not going to force Rick Reed to
Right.
change who he is to come over into the friend of me sector when he can stay where he at in the B sector and do shit that he does in the B sector. You know?
Let me ask you this. Nobody will give me the right answer. Okay, so frenemies. Let's say you're frenemies. Okay, good. We already know that. What if someone outside of the frenemies uses a tactic against the frenemies? Are they supposed to fight back? For example, let's say B sector
No.
doxes one of the frenemies. What are they supposed to do? Take it?
I mean, yeah. They should.
Wait a minute,
Because
though.
that's
You know,
but
you
that's
know
the
what I'm
tactic
saying?
the tactics that they're going to use to get involved because B sector they ain't giving B. B sector is struggling. Okay. They don't want to admit it. It's like, you don't want to admit it that your abuse over there beating your ass, but you know he over there or she over there beating your ass and you don't want to admit it, but you stay there with him. It's the same with
Right.
B sector. They know that B sector is drying out. They know that B sector is dying. Okay. It ain't dead yet, but it's dying because if you only can have literally less than 5 content creators that goes live, and there's only 3 of them out of that 5 content creators that's coming live and giving the content, where really it seems like it's only 1 content creator or 2 content creators giving that content.
Hmm.
To me, that's not B sector anymore. It's
No.
pretty much based off of the people that's just coming live and bringing the content because we're not getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like how it was back in the days. We didn't
Nope.
get now it's so watery down. Back then we had 10 people went live. We had different topics going on, different drama going on, all of that shit. And it was real life shit that was happening. You feel what I'm saying? Real life shit that was
Yeah.
happening that beats had started in the beat sector where we were able to turn that shit into beat. It's not
Yup.
like that anymore. It's
No, it's
literally
not.
gone. So I
The
mean,
beefs are so like 3-day beefs.
hey,
Oh, Pizarro, I
okay,
don't like
hey,
you. Hey, Envy, I don't like you. Hey, Pizarro, I don't like you. Oh, let's hug and kiss and get back to it. Like, damn. I'm like, no, argue. You're right. I mean, but the OGs have tried to come back out to revive this shit, but it still is kind of like the same old, same old. I get it.
you need
So,
all the OGs, not just 2 of them, but you need all of the OGs. You feel me? That make it pop,
mhm,
not just 1 or 2. All of them have to come back because back then when they were out here
yep,
providing that content, all of them had storylines, their own storyline. We don't have that. And
no,
that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to have different storylines, real
right.
storylines. You feel me? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna have to be willing to get out there. And I know that you said like, I don't know. I mean, people don't have to be cammed up or anything like that, but they're gonna have to be willing to get out there and not be scared of the beefs and stuff or the storylines. And new people, you're gonna be in a storyline. Like people are so scared of
Who said
storylines.
they
Who
didn't want to
gives a
be in no
shit?
storyline? Who said that?
like who gives a shit? You either choose to ignore it or go after the person. But Pizarro's not weak. You know what I'm saying? And is Envy frenemies? No. But is Envy gonna help Pizarro? Yes, because I know how to help Pizarro. I got bigger channels. I mean, it's pretty simple. Um, you know, but Pizarro, I'll definitely be behind you on it for sure. RY and I did talk about it. I wouldn't say extensively, but enough to say, yeah, I know we said pick me or whatever, but that was out of frustration, Pizarro, to be honest with you, because I can't stand the people that come and go and they're kind of like poking fun of it. Like somebody will come into the chat and be like, "Can I be a part of the frenemy sector? Can I do this? I do that." That's wasting time. You know what I mean? That's why I mean, like, pick me. They raise their hand and then they put it down when they're picked. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, okay.
and a group trying to get together. It's almost like the underdogs are trying to get together, and you're really, really, really gonna stretch Pizarro thin because what the fuck did y'all bring to the table last night? Nothing. I mean, Pizarro was trying to help y'all. We're talking about StreamYard.
They
We're talking
did
about
bring
dumbass
something.
shit,
They,
huh?
if they knew, and they gotta get a hang of it and stuff. So it was for them to introduce themselves yesterday. That was all it was yesterday. It's for them to introduce
Right.
themselves, get to know, and then I still have more people to introduce. Um, and then
Good.
people bringing more content. So I mean, it's just started. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you, Pizarro. And as I said, I'll be behind you. I gotta talk it like I walk it. You know what I mean? And anything I can do, definitely I wouldn't involve myself in something I don't think is gonna be successful. So you can definitely count on me for sure. Does that mean I'm gonna be, as I said, does that mean I'm gonna be frenemies or some kind of whatever? No. I just kind of know how to build this little, little sector bullshit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Are you gonna have what's the next step? Are you going to have like the person like Mo Betta, in my opinion, would be kind of like a really good pilot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because who doesn't enjoy like the
Mobetta
hangout
is
live?
doing cocktails in I think what it was. Mobetta got what she gonna do. Mobetta said
Right,
she doing
right. She
cocktails.
does.
I think it's what she said. Cocktails and
Yeah.
something. Is what she
No,
gonna
yeah,
start doing.
cocktails. Yeah, cocktails is cocktails and chill or something like that, I believe. And I really
Yeah,
like
it's what
that
she.
concept. I really like that concept because the most fun I usually have on here is when you and Lady Nyca and everybody else were on the panel tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that that brings like something to the table where everybody can be like,
Thank you,
okay,
RY. Cocktails and conversation.
oh, cocktails and conversation. That's amazing to me because that's very clear. Okay, new content creators have a brand that's very, very clear because when people say, "Hey, what do you do on your YouTube channel?" you don't want it to be confusing. Cocktails and conversation is very, very specific. Bring your bottle, roll up, let's have a good time, and nobody's going to be judged. So what'd you say, Mr. Carruthers, who come up wanted to know how to do things like StreamYard and YouTube help? Wait a second, there were a lot of people who came up and right, Mr. Carruthers, here's what I'm saying. I'm very corporate, unfortunately. But get past that. That's wasting time. Do not ask us how to run StreamYard. Go to a how-to video. Like you gotta bring something like to the next meeting, the next meeting, the next meeting. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to say what's up, Barn Dog. I'm really looking forward to seeing Mo Betta, but I didn't want you to take it any kind of way, Pizarro. Um, you know, but I'm gonna talk shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna down it, but
Yeah.
if I say pick me, that doesn't necessarily mean because me, you know me. I'll pull up on you and be like, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So
Well,
hopefully
I
people
will
get
say,
behind.
I heard binary's commentary, which I was
Oh,
um a little shocked by his commentary, but he did give me good feedback, which is a good thing. He did let me know yesterday while um in the friend of me said that he actually is proud of how I'm doing it because he didn't think I was gonna do it. So that's
I didn't
nice.
either.
That's nice.
To
Because I
be
thought he was
honest with
gonna go there and do his be on that bullshit, but he
you.
wasn't on the bullshit. He do need to leave my Mo alone and Tiffany, but he was just messing with him though. I ain't say nothing bad, or nothing. He just was mimicking, doing his little voices that he does. But other than that, he actually gave good feedback back, so that's a good thing.
How do you feel about somebody like Ghetto doing the
Oh, thank
channel?
you, Molly.
What
Um,
Molly say?
I'm
Pizarro,
looking forward to Ghetto doing the channel, but I don't know. Ghetto say he gonna do it, but Ghetto need to because Ghetto. I don't know. Like I believe in Ghetto, but do Ghetto believe in Ghetto?
no.
That's the thing.
No, honestly, I think Miss Ghetto doesn't believe in I think Miss Ghetto doesn't believe in Ghetto. Because he said he wants to do a sports channel or whatever. I think he's lying. You know what I'm saying? But that's the perfect type of person to come out here and do his thing. He's not scared to cam up. He's not scared to get on panels. He's not scared to laugh at himself or whatever. In my opinion, I think that there has to be people that are on deck, not just 10 people. So as of right now, with the experience level of, being around the sector or whatever, I think Ghetto and Mo Betta would be the greatest like start to this. And then as people and then the new people, what would I do? New people, I would hit Ghetto's link, I would hit Mo Better's link, see how it feels.
Thank
Because
you,
people
YouTube
are
cameras, for the redirect.
oh YouTube camera where oh she sent some
She
people over here.
redirects. Yeah, she redirected to you.
Thank you, YouTube cameras. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You always have a good show. And I did say, definitely you, Ghetto, Mo Better. I just, that I would love to see that. Pizarro, whoever. You know what I mean? Pizarro, I just don't want you to get overwhelmed because I've seen you overwhelmed a few times. And are you going to be able to delegate that power, the quote unquote power? Are you going to be like Putin in Russia? Or are you going to be are you going to be able to have advisors and people that actually want to help you?
I'm Putin in this beach.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus
King John
Christ.
Young in this bitch. Okay, I'm
Kim
Putin
Jong-un
and King
and
John
shit.
Young in this
Kim Jong-un, you
bitch.
don't listen to me, you're gonna get locked up, nigga. All right, got you, Lemon. Let's see here. Let's see what this guy. I believe he's probably gonna respond to you. I would imagine. Okay. Let me pin that for you. Lemon. I'm gonna go ahead and pin the link. If I pin the link, that doesn't mean bring you happy. I'm not talking to Lemon. Do not click the fucking link if you don't have anything to add. I drop people. Okay, please don't click the link. Talk about anything other than what the hell we're talking about. What it do, sir? All right, let me make sure that's him.
Yeah, use your banner next time.
I take the risk.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll do this now.
Hi, hello,
Oh,
motherfuckers.
whoops. So anyway, yeah, hello. Did you hear what Pizarro said about you participating or not? Because I did see your poll,
No,
and your
no.
poll. How'd you feel about your poll? That it was kind of like right down the middle.
They love the fact of a new sector. The poll was in favor of the new sector. They loved it.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Pizarro.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, you said that you would like more support. If Lemon's gonna do it, he should do it. And you basically haven't seen him around this and that. So he's here.
So you're talking about me behind my back, Pizarro?
No.
Am I talking to you behind your back? If we're
I
on the
feel like
live,
you
I can
are.
talk to you behind your back. Well, I feel
You
like you're
didn't.
playing in
You
my
didn't add
face.
me. I'm not playing in your
You didn't
face.
ask. You're the one that act
I'm
like
with
you don't
you.
know what
I'm
you want
with
to do,
you.
Limit. Why would you even
I'm
do the
with
poll?
you. I'm with you.
When you
Cause
listen,
I'm
but
being
doing the poll,
messy.
it
I
makes
do
people think
polls.
that you're not.
I do polls even when it's not in my favor. I just do the polls because you told me how to do polls. So why are you mad? I just want to know what the people think, and the people like the
It
new
was.
sector idea. They liked it.
I wasn't
When
mad
I
at
go
all.
live,
The people felt like
but
you.
bizarre. When I go live, I do my shit and I freestyle it. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I don't have notes, none of that shit. You feel me? But what I try to do is I try keywords to try to bring entertainment. I think we all do. And we try what material we have on the board. And it's been lackluster.
I think you feel like that, Lemon, after I heard your commentary about Rodney. You're like, step up or sit down. I totally think that. But Pizarro, based on that, how would you want Lemon to operate? Like go live as
And Limit
well
can
about the
operate
frenemies?
how Limit want to. Limit can operate how you want to. I told Limit because Limit said he still need to get some shit out. So I told him the way
Hold
when it
on.
comes to the frenemy.
Christopher! No!
Hey, it's cameras.
Hey, YouTube
Ooh,
cameras.
Hi, Christopher. How you? We ain't hear you in a
Happy to
long
see
time,
YouTube cameras on
Christopher.
here.
Christopher!
I'm
Stop
surprised,
it!
but I'm
I'm
glad.
sorry.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you are on demon time today. I
I'm just
can't
right
wait.
here.
You've
uh,
been on. You are on demon time today. Jesus
Come
Christ.
me?
through,
Me?
Noble. Come through, Noble. Hey,
So
What
what?
did
Shakita. So you
Noble
cussed
say?
out Yaya?
Hold on, what did
Why
Noble
did you?
say?
Oh
Can you
no,
highlight
no,
Noble's
Nobody.
no!
comment,
Jesus
please?
Christ!
Nova
What
said
did he
new
say?
channel for the frenemy sector. I would be doing content. That's what he said.
Oh,
Um,
he's gonna go. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, he didn't even come
He
from you.
already
He
has a
said he
channel and
did a
does
frenemy
content, but
sector.
never mind.
Yeah. No, he got a channel that's for the frenemy, which is the one you see in the chat. Is that channel? He said, according to Noble, that is his channel that he's going to be doing for the frenemy sector. But he
Now, do
wasn't
you
talking about you,
feel
Lemon.
Now, why
what's up,
when I was
Annie?
live yesterday and I was doing my show, and I typically have my show set, I'm never on time, you know, regularly. You happen to go live and you did your own show. So people were like, well, Pizarro went live on you. You gave them an issue to talk about. And I'm like, I didn't even know you were live. And so they told me you were live, but it was like,
But I
did I
already knew
step
you
on
was going
somebody's
live,
toes?
remember? No, that's
Then if
just
you
the,
know,
that's just what
then
that's
you
just
did it on
the
purpose.
way.
You're calculated. So now you're messy.
How the fuck did
You
I do
you
that in Calculated when
you
I
wanted to
told you?
step on me. Did you want to
No,
step on me,
I
baby?
did not. I nearly told you I was going live yesterday to kick off the new sector.
Why did you
You
pick?
said
Why
what
did you
you
pick that time?
because I literally said I had stuff to do and I wasn't gonna be able to come live until later, like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Is what I said. But you have your live that was scheduled for 8 o'clock. And I said I'm still go and introduce the new sector while you're over there handling your business with the B sector because you said that you still had to handle some things with the B sector, which I told you we
You're
had this
right. You're
conversation.
right.
And
You're
I
right.
told you
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
right,
We
you
did.
going live for the B sector ain't got nothing to do with the new sector because remember you supposed to be there anyways to cuss the
That's
people
no,
out.
no.
And then
Because
once you were
no,
done,
what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to tell you, Bizarre, was
yeah,
when I was live, they was like, "Well, why are you live and Bizarre's live? Or y'all supposed to be like
but then
partners?" And I was like, First of all, I'm doing my show. I didn't know she was live, but I was like, okay, we'll salute to her. Da, da, da. You know, I bigged it up. I didn't feel no way about it. I don't feel like. Let me tell y'all something. If you go live, your supporters are going to support you. It don't matter who live. So I didn't feel no way. I understood what they were trying to do in the moments. They're like, limit your
mhm.
live and Pizarro's live. I was like, who cares? And I even said, shout out to Pizarro, X, Y, and Z. I promoted the live. I said, I'm talking about it. I'm promoting it. I don't care. I really, honestly, for the first time in a long time, I had so much fun with my show where I kind of felt like I was able to just like fuck the numbers. And if people say as content creators we don't care, we do. We do. We all
We
do.
Well,
do.
let
We
me.
care
I
about
was
the numbers.
literally,
But I
I was
wasn't
still
done.
in your live. I was watching your live while I was over there doing the new sector live because Trish came over there on her
But
bullshit
yeah,
Trish
she
said you
she
had
hit
screaming.
the
20
link and
people in
told
the
me.
chat, but you had 200 and something. I heard her.
Right,
Yeah,
but
she was over there
my
trying
thing
to, and they
is,
were trying
my
to make
thing
it
is,
be a problem because there was no issue with Lemon going live and doing his thing, which I already knew Lemon was going to do that because he said he had some people he had to cut out, which was Rodney, Krista, ZX, and whoever else. So I
and
was like,
ghetto.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, and ghetto. And I was like, okay, cool. You do that, and I told them I'm gonna just kick off the new sector tomorrow. Ooh, I heard Mama Lemon. Why you ain't clean up that house, man? Why you ain't clean up that house?
Oh boy. The hot mic week. Miss Ghetto and goddamn Miss Ghetto basically said, "Take your ass to the take your take your ass to the gas station, get your snacks, get your tea time together, sit the fuck down and take me home." Woo, Ghetto, damn. But it sounds like, see, this is an example, right? So if y'all go live at the same time, whatever, it's frenemy sector. So should frenemy sector not have anything to do with beef sector, which would be lemon? But if lemon leaves the beef sector and comes to the frenemy sector, he likes to be on fuck shit. So what level? I honestly think that that's the reason why he's not like, hip hop array for frenemy sector, because he thinks he has to come over there and be everybody's buddy.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people just trying to have it be a problem with being lemon because no, I did not have no issues and no problems with him going live. I knew he was going live at 8. And I said I still was gonna go live at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And it was just for me to go live to introduce the new content creators for the frenemy sector. So I don't know why they're trying to make that be a big issue or a problem between
Mhm.
me and him, but no, there wasn't a problem with him going live. They really trying to kick it off, making it be a problem. But no, I didn't
Yeah,
even have
true.
no problem with him going live because I knew me and him had that conversation. That's why I was trying to tell him like we had this conversation. Remember, you were gonna go live anyways, and I told you I was going live. And it was about me doing the frenemy set. And him handling his business is what he's supposed to do. Handle his shit, get it off. And
Mhm.
I told him, well, when you finish getting it out or what you need to over there in the beat sector, then come on to the frenemy sector because he still needed
Mhm.
to tie his loose ends. He said that.
So if it's all in or out, all in or all out, damn. I was just gonna ask him if it's all in or out, all out thing. Is he cool with all in or all out? And let me ask you this: you don't want frenemy sector to really concentrate on anybody else. So what if he wants to talk about Rodney or Rick Reed or Ghetto or whoever the hell? That was a good example. Like the people that he ran down, which is his hot list. Is he not going to talk about those things? Because that's what I understand about one of the rules, that the content's going to stay within the members of the frenemy sector. So my thing is like the conversation y'all just had was like we went live at the same time. Wouldn't he be live beef sector and you would be live frenemy sector, so there shouldn't be an argument?
Um,
Or am I tripping? Because you said like you loved it when 10, 11, 12 content creators went live and they had their own clout, the OG's beef sector. So if you and Lemon both go live, isn't that the goal of what you just said?
Yeah, when I said we go live when you want to go live. You don't have to wait on nobody. Like I don't have to wait on Lemon. Lemon don't have to wait on me. You don't have to wait on me. I don't have to wait on you. R and Y. Because
Hmm.
it's a friend of me saying go live when you
Right.
want to go live. Get in where you can get in, fit in where you want to. But if you don't want to and you want to support like what I'm going to do, because I'm not gonna go live on top of y'all. I'm gonna be there to support because it's content that we're gonna be getting. So I'm not gonna do that. But if other people want to go live when they want to go live and stuff like that, they can to build up their channels. That was pretty much for hey yeah. That was pretty much
Hey,
for
hey, hey,
the new
Enrique.
content
Hey, yeah.
because me, you, RY, we all kind of and limit is already established
I have a
in this.
question.
You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead.
Um, Diddy got genetics want to know, are y'all going to make new channels for the new sector or y'all going to keep the same
Fuck
channels that
no, I'm
y'all
not
having
doing all
before?
that.
Okay.
I'm
Second
staying
question I
on
have,
station.
Envy, can I use that clip of Lemon Mama telling him to come clean up his room, clean up their house?
Why did he
Yeah,
cuss you out?
for sure. Yeah,
They
of
say he
I
course.
asked
cussed
him
you
was his
out.
drunk. They was he did, he cussed me out. He called me black. He called me every kind of black spook and ugly. And I still called him a bitch made
Mm-mm.
nigga still living in his mama's house and the dog gotta walk around shit. And then she told him come clean that house up. So I wanna know, can I use that clip, please?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all I got for
you
y'all. Thank you.
Jesus.
messy. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Shout out to NWO.
Wow, I can't believe he disrespect. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Did he call all those black bitches and dang like,
The hell?
hey, bro,
What's up, little Baba
bro,
Obama? Sorry, I'm
Malik
not
said
saying hello
that
to
you is
everybody. I'm
not
trying.
joining us in the frenemy sector. Is that true?
Well, Malik was over here yesterday. Malik said absolutely not because it doesn't make money. That's what he said. And that they want to do content about shooting at the gun range and stuff. I was like, all right, hey, you could be frenemy sector. Nobody see what I don't understand with people is frenemy sector is not going to dictate the type of content you're supposed to have. It's a support system. It's for Pizarro to support everybody else. Don't feel like you got to come out here and talk about other people. Do what you're passionate about. You passionate about music, you're passionate about firearms, you're passionate about whatever. Nobody's gonna make you come up and do something. What's up, Malik?
Envy, I hate to be misquoted, my guy. You know I hate to be misquoted.
All right.
So I said it ain't no money in this messy ass shit. That's what I said. She also said nothing about it. I said that. I said where content
Correct.
is as far as money. That's what I said. So
So Brooke right here
so let
says, I'm
so
trying to
okay,
let Malik tell y'all before I do, and it's not what he was talking about yesterday.
right. And she
Oh, so
wants
you
to do
guys have like breaking news. Like
no,
something's going
she
on.
wants okay,
Hey,
see,
Lady Nyca.
there you go with the little fuck cut over me shit, dog. She wants to do the debate thing. And I said, whatever.
Okay.
Like I said yesterday, I clearly said what ain't no money to me in this messy shit. I clearly said that. That's like when Binary misquoted me. I said I would go to Texas and sell her on. That's what I said before he got slick and talked that Baltimore shit. See, you don't have to misquote me. I'm going to tell you what I said. And before I go any further, Lady Nyca, if I didn't apologize when I was on your platform, I deeply apologize because you
You
didn't
did
deserve that.
apologize.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure
You did.
I,
You
I
did.
did I did that. But
Mm-hmm.
again,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no problem. If that's what she want to do, cool. I just said to me, ain't no money in that. And then Binary even proved me right because he referenced Tasha K and T.S. Madison, who do a whole nother thing and get a whole nother stream of income.
No, we feel you. We feel you, Malik. But I mean, you guys could do. That's my point. Like, I don't think frenemies or Pizarro's gonna dictate the content that y'all are gonna do. It's not that type of. It's not that type of party. So
I
if
never
you tell
no,
me,
No,
right,
I
right, let me
no.
tell you
listen,
this,
bro,
Malik, and I
bro.
want
You do
Pizarro to
the
hear this
when
as
Brooke
well.
said
Hold
that
on.
she was doing the debate, I literally
Right.
told Brooke let's go because when she did
I
the
love
debate
that.
before with Malik and I don't know who it was. I think it was some more people. It was a really good turnout
Yep.
because they were debating each other and then eventually they got into it. They didn't cuss each
Yeah.
other out like that, drag each other,
Yep.
family members, talk to each other. Nothing. They had prayer
Yep.
B of just coming at each
Like
other of the
manosphere
debate that they
debate.
were
Yep.
talking about. Yeah, like they were talking about. And I love that she did that because
Yep.
it showed a different side at the time in the piece that the where we can go at each other, but we don't have to go far with each other because they
We can
kept
have
it. Malik and whoever
disagreements,
he
but
was
not
arguing
wars.
with, right, kept it on each other and dragged each other about the topic that they were up there having the debate on Brooks' chair. You feel me? So I
And
told
here's
Brooke, let's
yeah.
go.
And here's
So
the
now,
thing, right? This is a good example. This is a good example right here. Brooke is well established. She has followers. She has a lot of talent, and her delivery is really really good.
And
And
she
she can
funny as fuck,
yeah, and she right. She's funny. She can debate whatever. This right here,
entertaining. Yeah.
yeah, entertaining. See, well, this right here actually is my favorite comment because this is exactly why the frenemies sector does exist because Malik said no more messy shit because it doesn't make money and she wants to do the debate. So that's a perfect fit, in my opinion. So I'm glad that Brooke did put her foot down and say, debate content. I love it because you actually have to do some
Mhm.
research, you know what you're talking about,
And
and
I'm
you
gonna
can
be there.
actually
I'm gonna
learn
be a
from it.
part of the debate
Oh,
team
I'm
too.
definitely
Okay, bro, add me on there. Add Envy too.
like, oh yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
talking
And
about
see,
the
well, see, here's the thing though. Like, we can talk about the things that always come back up, like colorism. Like, why are people calling Yaya black? Why are people calling TMO black? This and that, whatever. Like, we could talk about that kind of stuff, which I know that Brooke's going to get into that. So yeah, we
if,
can definitely talk
if,
about that.
if you
Yes,
think I'm going to sit and keep hearing y'all go back and forth about the colorism thing, yo, come on, son, come on, man. Come on. But again, whatever she want to do with the debate thing, that's her thing, yo. I just don't want it to seem like
Yeah,
cause
she
she,
said that that's what she was doing, Mindy.
Yeah,
She said it was gonna be the debate content and it wasn't going, which I told her that's what we're looking for because we're not trying to be on that type of time. We here to have fun and her bringing the debate is good. You like I told
exactly.
Ghetto, you having your sports thing where you can come up there, Malik, and Ghetto come up there, and I mean, I Ghetto, Envy come up there,
Mhm.
Cole could come up there, and y'all men debate on that sport. To me, that's a good ass fucking idea and content because on the sports side, I see that. I see where they have their podcast and they have the callers calling or people come up and they
Mhm.
debate them and stuff like that, and it be good. So I feel like that's a
Yeah.
good concept for Ghetto to bring forth because y'all love arguing with each other when it comes to the sports. I just was wondering when somebody was gonna come out here
Yep.
and bring it to bring it to the forefront because y'all men do have stuff that y'all have in common that y'all could talk about and debate with each other. You feel me? And that type of debate is where it at with the sports because y'all are into the sports. Y'all be talking about that shit at times. And every time the Knicks or whoever is playing, there go Malik, there go Ghetto, there you go. All y'all men, oh well, hold on, cause my team on, my team playing. Yes, it would be good when if he bring that out. But I hope and pray that Ghetto dude, bring that out with the sports situation. Even Sneaky
Yep.
Link said that she gonna come over too and join y'all on the sports because she actually watches sports and she likes the sports. Shit, y'all gonna have me watching the sports. Shit.
Mm.
At this point. Okay, so I can go over there and get my cup of tea and talk about it. Like, girl, y'all know Malik done sat over there and cussed I get
Yep.
about the damn such and such, virtue, such and such. Girl, it was a mess. They
And
was
go
over there
over to
debating
Mike
and going
TV.
on.
Go over to Mike TV. There's
Right.
debates like this. Let's
There
go.
were melanated people in North America way before Columbus and the transatlantic slave trade. But guess what? The white man has a theory called out of Africa theory. So technically, even the white man theorizes that all of civilization came from Africa. The Europeans, the Spaniards, everybody came from Africa. The Europeans had their own ethnogenesis. The Spaniards had their own ethnogenesis. The Aboriginal blacks have their own ethnogenesis. The black Aboriginal Australians have their own ethnogenesis. But why is it that only black Americans are mislabeled as a dual continental misnomer, African American? Why can't we have our own ethnogenesis when we've been in this land for centuries?
They have debates. They have real debates. You know
okay,
what I'm saying? So go
is that
ahead.
But
Yaya?
and can I say something?
Yeah, that's Yaya.
When you said
Hmm.
why they can debate why I'm black, why they call me black. If there's no
No,
debate,
this is
I have
what you.
always told y'all I am a cross between tar and midnight, and I love every bit of my melanin.
Oh, and I love every
Anybody
bit
that
of
talk
it
about
too.
somebody else's color and you're black too, period. I mean, we are we are the Eve. So when you
Hmm.
talk about a black woman, it just
Period.
shows how bitch made you are. And bitch made niggas have
Mm.
never moved me. I'm more thorough than he'll ever be in life in my old age.
Yeah, I do think it's.
I
I
don't know
don't
why that
understand
comes up.
why. I
Because
don't
they have
understand why
nothing else.
he took it to that level though. With not me and Yaya feel out right, and with me and Yaya feel out. A lot of people was like, "Oh, so I know you about to tell the truth about Yaya and say Yaya ugly and she look like Biggie Small." I was like, "Nope, I still say Yaya is a pretty woman, and I still love her meddling." And they were really pissed off about it because they thought I was gonna come out here and talk about Yaya, call her
Hmm.
all those type of names and degrade her skin tone. No, no, I stood on that when I said it. When she had her camera slip, I said it. I still stood on it. Even when we
Oh, that
fell out,
camera
I
slip
still said
ugly
it.
as fuck, girl. That camera slip ugly as fuck.
No,
Now we
I'm
not gonna
talking
play
about
them
the
kind of
one,
games.
not the one where they
So
seen. I'm talking about the one I seen when you came on, the one that I seen. It don't matter which camera slip you had. To me, I still said that I still feel like you because Yaya had her real hair, and I love it when we wear our real hair. I mean, it's okay to have your hair done up, but I'm not impressed by that. I'm more impressed with you wearing your natural, real freaking hair. So for me, I still said with me and her still alive, Yaya is still pretty. I'm not about to call her ugly because that's what I told her and that's what I stand on and that's how I feel. I mean, y'all
Well,
feel
I
like that
appreciate it,
because she's
Pizarro.
a dark skinned woman. But I don't feel like that when it comes to dark skinned women. I feel like they are the best looking women on earth.
So hold on. I got a question though. What man got in between you and Yaya falling out?
No man got in between us. I'm talking about
So,
bitch ass Lemon. The one that got to
oh,
go clean the shit up. His mama made him come home and clean the shit up out the floor.
I promise not to say nothing about that guy no more. I promise.
Oh, you promise?
Thank you, Lady
Oh,
Nisha.
okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
told
Yeah,
him
y'all
I
off.
go
do
into
think
the
it's
new
fucked
sector. I'm
up.
staying in the old sector because I'm going to drag that drunken bitch.
I just
At least you
Jesus.
refuse
got
to.
it tonight.
I just I just refuse. I just don't see how y'all take the nigga serious, bro. A nigga came to your house and he did nothing. I wish the fuck a nigga would come to my house like that.
Well, first of all, that you don't
Mhm.
get no cool points for pulling up in an Uber and pulling back off. You get the fuck out.
Well, yeah, listen. That just means you a whole whore. If I pull up to your house in the Uber, come on, that's just mean you a whole whore. He might as well just
A
slap the shit
Uber
out the
is
nigga.
ridiculous. A Uber
He
Hey,
is
might as well.
ridiculous.
what I was
He
gonna
might as
say,
well
hey,
just
hey,
slap the shit out of him.
you know what I said? I was like, what do you do after you hit the lick or you do whatever you need to do? Like, where do you tell the Uber to meet you when you're running? Like, I done dusted this nigga off or whatever. Hey, Uber, meet me around the corner at such.
Brooke,
Yeah,
Brooke, girl, Mania had done hurt my feelings yesterday, Brooke. I said, what?
nigga came,
No. I was looking
nigga came
forward
to
to
your
my
house
birthday.
and then recorded it. You recorded himself coming to your house. The fuck out of here, man. I don't know who worse, him or ZX when the nigga comes and put the package on his porch and he records it and knows the nigga and then still don't do nothing. How do you think a nigga gonna take you niggas serious for real, yo? Come on, yo. I mean, I'm just saying. But hold on. I promise from here on out, I won't ever say, nah, I can't do that. I'm bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Shit, I'm
Yeah, I'm
about
about
to
to
You're
say,
say,
telling
don't
no
you
lie.
even
don't commit
dare.
to nothing.
Right,
Don't
we were
commit to
all finna
nothing.
get your ass. Don't you dare. Don't you dare,
I'm bullshit.
Don't
Lily.
commit
Don't
to a
you
damn
dare.
thing. Because this is a receipt.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey,
say
Lady
it. Say it,
Nika, how you
Malik.
doing?
Well, say what? No, no, I'm not gonna call him the F word. I'm not. I'm just not gonna say anything else at this particular point.
Mm.
Molly.
Oh
And
shit.
here's one of the debates. Hey, Brooke, get ready. I want to know this right here. You know, the Mo
Oh
3
shit.
thing, he's obviously deceased, and then that's jail. I said, why do we do that to each other? Why do we off each other or put each other in jail? Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, can you
I
let
think
Lady
Lady
Nika go
Nika's
ahead?
up here to either
I'm finna.
to
I'm finna
chop
get.
it
I'm
up with
finna
you
get.
about.
No, I'm getting ready to get scolded. So I got like 2 minutes and I'm gonna pull the talent on her. Go ahead, Miss Low. Go ahead, Lady Nika.
Now, Malik, you know I got an old soft
Malik,
spot.
Brooke said
Can
you
you
can't
hear?
come to the new sector.
I've been put out of better places before, so I ain't mad about that.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
Lord.
come on, Lady Nika. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Malik, I ain't like that. I had to put my video away. Oh yeah, and now speaking of putting my video away, uh, you know we got some financial transactions that need to happen according from yesterday. But Malik, when you feeling that kind of way, can you come and tell me, give me a heads up?
See, I really wasn't feeling that kind of way. I just refuse to let that dude play any type of games with me. Like I just really do. And he just let me finish talking to Mr. C and sister and let you ask the question, it would have never went there. But he felt compelled to ask me a question, so I felt compelled to ask him a question. He just didn't like my question, so therefore he had to get it right then and there. Like I couldn't wait to go home. I had to put his face in the crap right there, to
Oh,
let him know how it's gonna go down.
Well, he should have let me be the one to ask the question. I told him that. I said that was the question I was gonna ask him, and maybe he would have received it a little bit better. But the way you brought it out, it didn't work for you that well,
What
and
was the
that's why you got
question?
it. All
He
we wanted to know what exactly did Malik mean about Brooke can't come to the new sector, and what was his true meaning behind saying she got to get paid, because the way he left it off was like Brooke ain't coming unless she not open up her channel until she gets some money.
but see,
See,
that's
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 the
what
way
I'm
it
saying, Lady
came
Nika.
across, but that's
But
not what it
see,
Like
meant.
a prepayment.
right, but if Lemon listened to the whole thing and it was there because YTC was there, I said Brooks already monetized. Brooke just don't go live. I was clear. I was clear about the whole thing. He wanted to, in turn, try to make it messy. So again, I gave it to him off the break and let him know how it was. I didn't lie roast on him. I merely called it how I saw it. That's it. That's all.
He should have just lifted up to me to do the talking as far as asking you anything about what you had said previously. I
I
think
think
it
he
would
was
have been better
guilty. I
received.
think they made him guilty, y'all.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
They think who's guilty.
Oh, the trial
Carmelo,
attorney.
Carmelo, Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo. It ain't nobody gonna say, girl. Oh, I can't.
And let me put this into the
Let me just
atmosphere
pray.
real quick.
I just
People have to, Mr. Carruthers, 1 second. Let me put this in the atmosphere real quick, right? So the frenemy sector is obviously supposed to expand the algorithm. These green videos, people take advantage of the green or the yellow videos that are limited. YouTube, to do brand connect for you to get these sponsorships, they might pay you $500 just to start your show. You have to keep that kind of content off of your channel based on what you did, Malik. So it's kind of reckless for the fact that we are trying to get into brand connect, which is sponsorships. We can't have that stuff on the channel.
And again, I said I apologize to her. I sent the super chat. I don't have Cash App. So I said, Brooke, send the Cash App for me. I don't have Cash App. And Brooke gonna send Lady Nigga the Cash App. I was wrong, dog. I never said I wasn't wrong. I felt like shit because I did that right there. Don't get it wrong. I got the utmost respect for Lady Nika. However, he just caught me on one of them days where he was at the red light and he just got that work.
Cause I'll remove your comment. No, we
mm,
gonna pray for the better.
yeah. I just came up here, Envy, to tell you. You know I've been watching you and sharing you, but I came up here to talk to Faith Yaya. Hey, baby, I miss you. I miss your letters,
Yeah.
and I'm glad to see you back. And you've never been ugly to me. I've always called you
Oh,
my
thank
beautiful
you.
black queen, my beautiful black queen, and
Well,
I mean that
I'm
about
60 years old now. If I
yes,
worried
I
about what a
know.
motherfucker think about me, now start worried about what people think about me now, and I'm in bad damn shape.
Yeah, there you
I
go,
don't know.
just
I'm
like me.
seeing some stuff over here, and they saying that he was found out guilty.
Oh, you
Well,
What?
found
Say
him
So
that
out
I don't
again?
guilty.
know.
well,
Wait,
well,
we gonna
I want to, I want
confirm, but they saying that he was found not guilty. But I'm waiting for them to tell the
Me
because people
too.
saying over here where I'm at. So I'm
to,
just updating y'all on what people are saying that he was found
yeah,
not guilty because you know how the news do. They take forever, and then the verdict already did not came in. They take forever, but hold off, hold off, hold off. Don't hold it to me yet. Don't hold.
yeah.
So
I
so
got,
And
I got
yeah, I'm not. I like to close out issues. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
yeah, I'm not. Whatever arrangements y'all have, Lady Nika and Malik, to get through it. But are you all moving forward? I don't want to guess.
She just said
Marie
that.
gonna make
She
it
said
right
she
with
got
me,
into
and
her
I'm
fight.
fine with it. I mean, he know that I didn't like what happened yesterday. I didn't like having to put my video away, but he gonna make it right with me, and I'm fine with
Okay.
that. But can I make one little comment, NB?
Hmm. Of course.
Okay, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I hope I don't have to repeat myself. Miami Popo, you stupid ass bitch. Let me explain something to you. What you talking about? Everything is about money with her. You motherfucking right, bitch, because this a business, hoe. Are you okay? Why do you not be? Why you can't understand it? Ever since me and Yaya fell out, you been on my ass and you been wanting to say little slick shit to me. But don't worry about my relationship with Yaya, bitch. You make sure you keep it good with her, okay? But you goddamn right, I'm about my motherfucking money, bitch. I ain't come on here to be no friends.
I
Smooth
don't know.
Carter,
Fuck
I'm
you,
Yeah.
sure.
show.
Smooth Carter said not guilty. Did you hear the verdict?
Yeah, it's not guilty.
Yes, God.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, not guilty. Now you did me to it.
So
Oh,
so
She
he
beat
beat
me
the
to
You
hold
it.
on,
did
hold
Not,
on,
that.
hold
not
on.
guilty.
So he
Not
beat the murder
guilty.
charge?
Not guilty. Yes,
Not
he
guilty.
did. Sid. Not
Not guilty.
guilty. Not guilty. We need that. We
Makes,
need that. We
makes my
need that.
heart. It
Well,
does.
let
It
me
makes
Look,
my
make
heart
sure.
feel good. Makes my
look,
heart
Hold
feel
look.
on.
I
Let
good.
me
told
make
y'all.
sure now. Let me
Miss
make sure.
Lord.
I don't want to get too happy. Let me make sure.
I know, I
So
know, I know. We
hold
get
on.
all happy and then we hear some other bullshit. Like,
So hold on. Were there other
Right.
charges?
Right, Indy. I'm sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Were there other charges besides the murder charge?
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
No, it
That's
was
what
just
it
a
was
murder
stemmed
charge.
on. That's what it was stemmed on. No,
Where's
and
the
it doesn't
I
history?
matter.
told
What
you
was
Not
the
No,
NWO
guilty.
would
and
already.
the
I
history?
told you
Everybody
NWO would
You
pretty much
already
gave
don't
it to
have
me
talk.
this
Hold
shit.
yesterday.
on.
Why I didn't speak to you? Now you ain't gonna start with me either. I keep telling you motherfucking nothing ass carpet munching bitches. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Leave me the fuck alone. And don't worry about it, bitch. If you don't owe me nothing, you ain't never gotta worry about me asking you for nothing. But you motherfucking right, I'm gonna get paid, bitch, to deal with whores like you in Miami. Oh yeah. I don't do nothing for free, bitch. Except cuss a bitch out.
I
People
said
don't
it's
think
not an
this takes any
argument.
effort.
Cause
Look at this.
I ain't in the right state of
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Malik,
yeah,
we
yeah. Here you
good.
go.
Uh,
I told you NWO would snatch us up. Your ass to the gas station, get your snacks, get your teeth. I knew it.
You do that, and I told him
yeah.
I'm gonna get kicked off the new sector tomorrow. Ooh, I heard Mama Lemon. Why you ain't clean up that house, man? Why you ain't clean up that house?
Looks like all the work's been done. Oh my God. Pizarro said like Pizarro was like the big sister. Like, hey.
But
If
what
you
was
ain't
so
heard
funny was I had just told him that when we was cussing each other out, I just told him that his mother got to come home and tell him to clean his shit and piss about the floor. And then when I came, as soon as I came over here, that's when I heard her say, "I just heard Mama Lemon. She said clean this house up."
what's up,
Mm.
J Dub? What's up, Kfit?
The truth hurt, don't it?
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
looking at the
why
news,
I think
y'all.
that's why
Excuse
he
me.
had to
They
drop
said
down and
no.
recover.
Mama Obama said no. The judge told the jury that they could consider manslaughter. So instead of it being murder, it's gonna
See,
be manslaughter.
But they came back with
manslaughter's
a
not a
verdict of
whole
not
lot, but
guilty.
yeah. How could he be
Well,
not
that's what
guilty
they
if he's
said, but
guilty of
they acting like
manslaughter?
they have not.
See what I'm
Well,
saying? He could
I
be.
don't know. It's confusing because it's one thing that he guilty, is another thing the verdict is not in yet, and then this other saying that he's
Jesus,
not guilty.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
why I can't stand the media. I
that's a
can't stand the media.
mess. So
Well,
it
I'm looking
sounds
at
like
the
they
Canadian
dropped the
report
murder charge and
and
lowered
charged
it
with
to manslaughter. So
manslaughter. Right.
well,
That's
with
crazy.
that, you have to have another deliberation to get sentenced on that since it was dropped. They
Well,
don't just drop it and say you're sentenced to XYZ. So we're probably in the middle of what the hell's going on because manslaughter's no joke, but it definitely ain't murder.
right, right. But it's still right
Yeah,
now.
but you can get more time for manslaughter than
Yeah,
you can for murder sometimes.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
depends on
It
what you
depends on
do.
your skin tone. If you're a black man, you're gonna get a more
Correct.
Exactly.
sentence. But if you're a white person
Yep.
like that lady who killed that boy, she got like 10 years in prison for manslaughter and only did 5.
It's me. Hey, you all.
Hey, K
Hey,
Fit.
hey.
Y'all know why they dropped
Hey,
that murder charge?
Why?
why?
Okay, go
Because
ahead. Kid.
Texas law is so loose when it comes to self defense that, like, I went through all of the laws this morning on my show this morning. self-defense with Texas, number one, you do not have to retreat in the state of Texas when you're defending yourself. That's number one. Number two, he has to feel that he was in danger. That's it. He has to feel it. Don't
Oh
have to be
Lord.
valid points, none of that stuff. And also, it shows that Metcalf could not say he was defending himself because he was the actual provocateur. And they was running around with that whole narrative that he had a knife. By the law of Texas, it's only considered a knife if it's 5.5 inches or longer. What he had was a 3.5 inch blade.
Mm.
And that was proven by the fatal wound was less than 3 inches. So there was no way it could be. So what it's showing is that there was no, because the cut wasn't going to be so deep because it was only 3.3 3.5 inches, right? But it's also saying like there was no deliberate act coming from him saying I'm going to X, Y, and Z. Y'all know the prosecution put all of them people on the stand and they got caught up in their own in their own testimonies. One minute they said one thing and then the next minute they said another thing. When you're giving the judge instruction, when you're giving the jury instruction, you have to give it to them by the law. And because Carmelo, the defense said he was acting out of self-defense, by the law, they have to ask the jury. The question is, was this self-defense by the letter of the law? Not a feeling, but the facts. Did it fall in the facts? That's why they changed it to manslaughter. That's why. They're trying to get some type of guilty verdict here, but
Mm.
they know they can't come to a consensus on that murder because it falls
Stand your
underneath
ground.
self-defense. Yeah, it do. It's self-defense and stand your ground. It falls underneath both of them.
That makes sense.
It
Hmm.
definitely is because they jumped him at first and so, and then when he went
Yes.
to walk away, they grabbed him back. The twin grabbed him back and pulled him
Correct.
closer in.
Correct. And
So he
so
actually tried to retreat. So he definitely was definitely
yes.
self defense. So
Yes.
yeah,
And y'all,
I'm
and
just praying to
88
just
is over there. Oh, she over there cussing these people out, acting the fool, and showing her natural ass. They got her
Oh
all
Lord.
over the news and shit. Lord, I hope so get her. He trying to calm her down, but 88 is all over the news and channels and shit with her. I don't know if she's drinking or what, but 88, go sit down, baby. Please go sit down.
hey,
So
say,
so so
Uh,
hold on a second. Hold on. I just got back in the car. So he got convicted of manslaughter.
No, it
no,
has
we don't
not
have the
been,
verdict yet.
there's no verdict yet because whenever they have to come back so probably what happened, probably what happened was the prosecution realized we're about to let him walk sky free because we're trying to charge him of murder and with the potential of a life sentence. And really and truly, everything checks off for not only self-defense but the stand your ground law for him to act in the manner that he did
Hmm.
regardless of
So
what the outcome is. He
that's
acted
why
in
Florida,
See,
hold on,
that's
hold
but
the
on.
that's why I
difference
say
between the
Florida made
runaway.
sure when we
That's the
do like
difference between.
Texas too.
yep.
So
Yeah,
hold
that's
on,
the
K.
difference
Hold
between the
on.
runaway, as Kfit knows. Like, obviously,
Yes.
just because you're in a stand of ground state, you can't shoot somebody in their back when they're running from you. You know
Okay,
what I'm
Correct.
so
saying?
That's
hold
why
on though. Hold on.
Florida. That's why
So
Florida made sure they passed the
That's why
law
people
even
drag
more
your ass in the house.
loosen those tight
hold,
ends when it comes to self defense. That's why in
Mm-hmm.
Florida they passed the law in the self defense even more, so that we don't have to deal with this type of thing right here. If you come on my property, I have the right to
And it's
shoot you
also
if
so
I
people
feel
can
like
buy
you're here to threaten me.
more guns too. It's to let people buy more guns
okay,
too.
so
Stormy
hold on,
said,
hold on, please, please,
Yes,
please.
Malik. Mm-hmm.
So did the other guy have a weapon? Yes or no?
It doesn't matter.
no,
It
they
doesn't
jumped him.
matter. It doesn't matter underneath stand your ground or self defense. It does not matter. In the lot, if you look at 9.3 at 30 and 9.31, if you go look at that law in Texas, it does not say anything about someone else having a weapon. It says all you have to do is feel in immediate, imminent danger. That's it. And you are
Mhm.
not required to flee. It also says that just because someone says something to you and sends out a verbal threat, picks at you, or any type of language, any type of offensive language, does not give you the right to be the aggressor, because the prosecution tried to say, well, he was verbally taunting him. Per the law, the Texas law, Penal Code 9.31, I believe it falls underneath that one. That is not a valid reason for someone to then put their hands on you. So no matter which way they try to slice it, it is very hard to say he was not acting in the lines. Every state is different. You got to remember that too.
Oh,
Texas is a vivid stand your ground place, and it's loose. When I say it's loose, you don't have to have a registered gun, you don't have to
I
have a
know,
Right.
concealed
I know,
weapon,
In Georgia, you
none of
don't
I,
that
either.
stuff.
I know.
They're
And
very
and
pro.
just so you, yeah, and just
They're
so you
very
know,
pro.
like
Fuck around and find out. That's what they're very
Texas is
pro.
also a mutual combat state.
Yes, it
so
is.
okay. So this is the part I'm just trying to get clarity on. I was never clear if the other man had a weapon, but it seems like despite that, you can't be arrested in Texas for a threat.
If you tell
In
somebody
Florida, your ass
if you're gonna
is.
blow them up, it's one thing. It's
Yeah.
talking about if you're face to face with somebody, da 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 da. They're not going to. They're going to say, okay, you can file a police report and say, You have. If you're going to file a police report, you have to say, I felt threatened. I was in fear for my life, right? And what they're going to say is, okay, stay away from each. The normal stuff. Do you want to file for a restraining order? That's what they're going to say. But in the law, it says it does not give you right to put your hands on somebody. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Murder
Okay, so
one.
Women,
so
why
so
y'all taking a break? Envy, I wanted to thank you for letting me cut up a little bit,
Absolutely.
and I'm going to drop back down in the chat. I'm hungry.
Envy,
I'll
can
talk to
you
y'all
All
drop
right.
us
later.
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
don't
I
matter the iPhone
appreciate
people
you.
on?
Thank you so much.
Hold on.
You
I don't
got your
have an
clip though.
iPhone.
Okay,
You got-
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
so so
I don't. I
okay,
think I
so
lost sound.
Baby, they all at the
yeah,
courthouse
we
acting the
can.
fool. The white and the black. They over there. I think a fight done broke out, if I'm not mistaken.
Are y'all there? Can y'all
yeah,
hear
I'm
me? I
here.
can't hear
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, we
Damn, I
can
can't hear
hear
anybody.
you.
I'll drop down and come back.
All right.
Okay, so in Texas, when it comes to self-defense and lethal force, you don't have to meet both people don't have to have equality as far as like he had a knife and then the dude one up them or something like that.
It's hard. There are laws about one upping. You can't shoot somebody with a knife.
No,
Okay,
yes
I'm
you
back.
can. No, if you come and try to attack me with a knife and I got a gun, I met you with equal force. It just so happened you didn't have what I had. That's why I'm
Right.
asking because it's sounding like because the dude didn't even though he didn't have a weapon, it was okay for the guy to defend himself with a weapon, and that's the part I'm just trying to get the clarity on.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay,
By Texas law, any means necessary. If you feel in threatened for your life, it is self-defense, regardless of what the outcome of that self-defense is, because it does not state in the law. It does not say you can only defend yourself in the manner of which you're being approached. It does not say that. It does not say that at all. When you're looking, so it says here, hang on. Where is it? Lord, I
that's major.
lost my place.
That's
Okay,
major right
self-defense,
there.
Penal Code 9.31. A person may use force when they reasonably believe, this is an emotion. This is an emotion, right? A person may use force when they reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect themselves from another person's force.
Mm.
And it
That's a
does not apply to a person who has provoked the confrontation and are responding to words alone, insults, threats, or arguments. So that right there disproves what the prosecution was already talking about. then stand your ground. Texas
Mm.
does not require a person to retreat before using force. They do not describe force as being without a weapon, with a weapon. Anything can really be turned in as a weapon if you use it right.
Yes.
It
Yes,
says
absolutely.
Texas does not require a person to retreat before using force if they have a legal right to be where they are. This was a public place, so they do have a legal, he did have a legal right to be where he was. It was not private
Hmm.
property. Did not provoke the encounter. Meaning, we got to go back to the first, the Penal Code 9.31. It says saying
Okay, he
something
guilty of
is not
manslaughter.
provoking it.
Oh yes. Mm. He's guilty of manslaughter. Oof.
Yeah,
Now,
like I
That's
said,
what
manslaughter.
88 them say, but the verdict is still not in yet. I don't know.
okay,
That's
so
They said
crazy.
88 say he's
Let,
the guilty of manslaughter, but nobody can go in the
let me
courtroom.
see.
So I don't
okay,
know.
so
We have not
so
The
reached the
only
verdict because I
person
ain't
they
got
have
a
to
whole bunch of
bring,
no.
they have to
okay,
bring the jury back in. Oh, it says jury reaches verdict in Carmelo Anthony's trial. Said the jury may also find. Hold on. A jury has reached a verdict in the murder trial of Carmelo Anthony, who is accused of killing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf following the confrontation at a track meet. The jury is expected to announce the verdict at 2:05. Da 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 da. So it
Central
hasn't. They
time.
haven't announced
Yeah.
it yet. So they've
so
came back.
they're gonna announce it in a
They
minute.
taking forever.
Yeah, it takes
Okay,
it a minute to
so
bring them back. They bring them back
Mm.
and they have to write the note cards and all that kind of stuff. And then they have to then figure out what's the sentencing structure going to be because manslaughter is a lot less sentencing for him, like it is. And
Oh
because
yeah.
he's a
but
first time
now,
offender, all of these things play in a part too.
but in Texas, if manslaughter is up to 20 years, it's kind of it's well, they're gonna look at it as it's a gray area with the manslaughter thing. I don't know what the sentencing guideline for manslaughter is in Texas.
Hold
I
on, I'm
know
about to tell you.
In Maryland it's like 7 to 10 years, I think, something like that.
Okay. Texas
Okay,
manslaughter
did
for
y'all
a
hear
first,
something?
huh?
Hold on, okay. They said that they heard that the boy who passed, his father has a picture with the judge that's on the case now, and the boy lawyer. I find that hard to believe because if it was true, why Camelo lawyer didn't bring that into evidence, and the judge would have gotten thrown off the case. So, do y'all know anything about the boy who died, father being friends with the judge that's on the case?
That
So
well, he
I've
had a
heard
jury
some,
trial. He had a jury trial, so that's irrelevant. The jury convicted him, not the judge.
but the judge
No, it's
also
not irrelevant
allowed
because the judge wants to. Yeah, go ahead.
the judge also allowed the prosecution to get away with using the fact that they didn't want educators on the jury, which basically this
Mm.
it what it did was it took away the last black person that could have been put on that jury stand and also
Mm.
could have been an alternate. And the defense brought that up and said this is not a real trial of his peers because he
Peers.
has no one that looks like him. And they said no, it is neutral race based because they filed the motion. And the judge said no. The prosecution said it was neutral race based, which they would. They're not going to say, oh, we're doing this because of race. And that right there lets you know the way that they were going to shift. We already know white tears move far more than black tears. We know that
So
because
now,
it's a psychological game when you're picking jurors. That's how you
Yep.
pick jurors. It's psychology that you have to put down.
okay, so Kfit, you seem to be the one who knows Texas law. Does a judge have to recuse himself in this case because it's a jury trial and not a judge trial?
No.
Yes, because he's a judge. If he wants to, he can throw
Pizza,
out with the
pizza,
jury
pizza.
verdict and say
Listen,
he can give him the
pizza.
whole
Listen.
thing.
I,
How are
I'm
you not
asking.
understanding that, Malik?
Hold on.
He
Let me
is
hold
the
on. My
judge.
phone
It's
down.
a
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
conflict
on. Hold
of
on. I can't hear
interest.
y'all.
If the judge is cool with the boy who is
Right.
underlined, period, that is a
Right.
conflict of interest. He cannot be
Pi-
on the case. It doesn't matter if
Pizza.
it's a jury
Okay, excuse me.
trial. The judge
Excuse
also has to say so. Malik.
Pizza. Listen to what I'm
Pizza
saying to
is
you.
correct. because
listen,
it's conflict of interest. Because
but you're
then it looks
talking
Yes.
like even
you're
if you are
talking about
following the letter of the law, it is the optics of it.
you're talking about Texas and how they do their law. Remember,
Right, but
Texas. Te-
recusing yourself from a case is the same for anybody. That's just
no,
like that is like if a family I happen to get a family member case put on my docket, whether they are fifth removed cousins. I have to recuse myself, even if I know I'm gonna go in this thing level head. Even if it was my cousin who got murdered, right? Say it's my cousin who got murdered and the prosecution is presenting this case in front of me. I still have to recuse myself.
okay. You about recusing yourself, yes, but Texas whole government system is based on the Constitution, and unless 100 years ago when they founded the Constitution, a judge was forced to recuse himself under the Constitution, that judge didn't have to recuse himself. That's what I'm saying to you. You're talking
He
about
doesn't. Okay, well, you have to understand there's also a law code ethics, and that is something different. So,
so okay,
lawyers
Kfit.
and judges are ruled not only by the Constitution, but they're also ruled by the bar ethics, right? And
Okay, so
so,
K-Fit, listen,
mhm.
I understand. I know how it works. I understand. I understand. I know all about how the thing is written. What I'm saying is, by it being under the Constitution, it has to meet certain requirements. That's how a lot of things get. That's how you get the little small loophole. I don't know Texas law like that. Like in Maryland, a judge will recuse himself because it will cause a bunch of chaos, like you're saying. I
And you don't
get
want to
that.
stain on your reputation, but you're in
Right.
you're in
That
Texas where they don't give a fuck.
thank you. That's what I'm saying. I don't see.
Should he
It's a
have
lot
done
of
the right thing and recused himself if that story is true? Absolutely. But this
yes.
is a man that also decided to have this trial done on Saturday too.
Mm.
You gotta see what's going on. And if I was the defense, I don't know. I gotta dig into a lot of the motions that they've already put. I would have number one first asked for a change of venue. That's what I would have done. Because that is a county that is more white and Asian than it is black. So the likelihood of him having a 12 of his peers was very slim to none to begin with.
I was about to say that that's not his peers.
That's
They're
not
in
his
a
peers.
completely
That
different
12
culture.
that was in that box was not his peers because there was nobody that could culturally understand him.
So now I'm wondering how I want to see. I want to wait till the verdict comes out because that by it happening on a school, which is a federal institute, well, under like a federal guidelines, wouldn't he catch it? Wouldn't isn't he still eligible for a
No,
federal trial?
no,
Okay.
no. There is because you got to remember the feds would have picked it up before the state would. The feds are more powerful than the state because of their
Yeah.
minimums. And Texas would have gladly, in this administration, Texas would have gladly handed it over to them, like
But
with
see,
quick, fast, and a hurry. But they're not going to
but
pick it up. They would have picked it up before the state and told the state, sit this one back.
but now K-Fit, in this case, where the state falls short, the feds definitely can swoop the rest of the net.
They
So
could, but
again,
I don't suspect really
I don't
for it to happen.
I,
Mm-mm.
I need to know. I don't know enough. I'm just saying. I know it's tricky when it comes to how Texas and those type of states move when it comes to certain things. So it's like
Yeah, and they're gonna let long as they get a verdict. That's all they want. They,
right.
they want,
Yeah.
and it's no offense to any white people out there, but they want retribution for that white body. They don't care what it
Yeah.
costs. They
So
don't care what
now
it costs.
They want to push
is
some papers through and lock them up and be
Absolutely.
done with it, walk away. You
Absolutely.
know what
They
I'm
want
saying?
they
but
want
now
that and it's at all costs. And that's why the alarms for the judge to not consider what the defense was saying about them dismissing the final black juror because they were educators. That's right there. That's a question right there. Like, why not educators? That means educators will have a more balanced
Yep.
viewpoint of it. You
so
would
now
think that.
My last question
Uh-huh.
is is
Jackson's so
life
loud.
20 is life 20 years in Texas still?
No, manslaughter for first time offense is classified as a second degree felony. It carries a penalty to 2 to 20 years in a state prison and a penalty to a fine of up to $10,000. Even though it is a serious felony, probation community supervision is a legal possibility for first time offenders who receives a sentence of 10 years or less.
So then basically, and I hate to say this, where they missed on the murder, they're going to get it. They can get him on the manslaughter and give him the maximum of 20 years. And the reason
Right,
why I said that because in Maryland at one time life was 20 years until they changed it to life to life.
right.
So that's why I'm saying it's a lot of moving parts that's going to come
Well, at the
once
same
the
time,
verdict.
that's why they double charge you with stuff. Like
Exactly. So that they
somebody
can
can get,
get you.
yeah, so that you can beat one and lose the other. Like the dummies, like imagine getting 2 DUIs in the same
And,
stop. Like people
and,
get that all the time because you might beat something. Now the manslaughter might turn into, carrying a deadly weapon, whoop de whoop. That's probably why it's a mess.
that's
But
why, yeah, that's
Stacy
why
said
yesterday.
to Kfit, so it basically means the jury cannot come to a unanimous decision after deliberations.
So you're asking why they can't? Are you talking about a hung jury, Stacy, or
Oh
because if
wow.
it's a hung jury, they would acquit him. That means they
Yeah,
can't
that's
come to a
it.
decision. But because they did manslaughter, they 9 times, 10 times out of 10, I'm willing to put money on it. Because of the letter of the law in Texas for stand your ground and self defense, it fit. But for manslaughter, right? That's a different story. um because the defense didn't say he wasn't guilty. They said he acted out of self-defense. So the prosecution put in there, the judge has to approve this though, put in there that manslaughter is an option. Because also, remember, what he was being charged with did not have the death penalty to it either. Because a lot of people was like, "Oh, put him to death." No, it doesn't. It does. This trial does not call for the charge. Didn't call for the death penalty. I do suspect he may appeal. I do suspect it, or he may, depending on what the sentencing look like, because he is a first time offender.
Yeah.
He's a first time offender. They have to put that into play. Um, so we don't know, and they trying him as an adult. He's 19 now. Even though it happened when he's 17.
Mm,
Hmm.
No problem, Stacy.
that's
That's
a
a
major
very
piece
sticky
right there.
situation. Yeah, that's a
Hmm.
major piece right
Now
there.
I want to say this because my thing is that why this could have been avoided. Because at the end of the day, whether he found guilty or not, his life and the other boy's life, parents' life is gonna be shattered. It's never gonna be the same again, regardless of the income that comes out. But my thing is, why don't we start holding these schools accountable? Because from my understanding, it has been said that he's been being bullied by them for
Correct.
weeks or months, and nothing was
Correct.
being done, and nothing was
Correct.
being
Mm.
said. And I
Hmm.
have girls that's in
He
school,
already felt
and they
threatened.
talks about how kids be messing with them, trying to bully them, and when they go and tell the teachers, nothing happens. And I
Correct.
tell them, well, if they ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you do what you need to do then, because I don't understand how y'all think it's okay to let these bullies and they be these white kids bully these kids and think it's okay. And it don't matter if they black or white. The bully
It
gonna bully
doesn't.
whoever they feel like they need to
Correct.
bully. You feel what I'm saying? Why isn't they doing anything to the bullies that keep doing this type of shit? It's not okay.
And
It's not.
also,
He
like,
has
where
a
were the
twin.
coaching?
He
Where
got
was the
jumped.
coaching staff when this was going on?
Right, where the fuck was the damn
Where was the
teachers, the
coaching staff?
staff, or
Because
anybody
coaches are
ask what this
everywhere
shit
in a
going
track meet.
on?
Where were the coaching
This
staff? Like,
sound
I have
like,
so many questions. Where
see,
was the
I don't
coaching
want to
staff
go
that
into
they
no
did not break this
conspiracies,
up?
y'all. But baby, I was going to conspiracies on y'all ass on this case because some things just be coming out for distraction and stuff to me because I don't understand how nobody was around when this was going on, when this supposed to be happening on school grounds.
You right.
Where were the fucking staff? Where were the teachers? Why isn't nobody being held accountable for this? Because this is going on all across America where for some reason the school tends to ignore the bullies, but when people tend to fight back the bully, they come calling your phone like they did me. My child done did this, my child done did that. I said, well, did you do anything to the child that was picking on her and messing with her? I did. I said, well, that's not what I was told, and I'm going to believe my child. Y'all keep staring at, but I tell her if they mess with her, then you hit them back. You don't hit them first. You let them hit you. So when they hit you, you have the right to self-defense. But why don't
Oh yeah.
y'all do anything to these freaking children that keep bullying other kids in the fucking class and y'all not doing that? But as soon as I tell mine to defend themselves to fight back, now you want to come calling me. Now you want to tell me she's suspended. Okay, well, she can be suspended. I ain't gonna do shit to her. You need to tell the bully to stop bullying motherfucking people children. They won't get their ass whooped. Why are y'all not doing anything? They claim that they are, but they can't watch all these kids. I said, well, that's the point of you being a teacher, baby. That's the point
Mm-hmm.
of you being a teacher. You know, when you went to be a teacher, just like a doctor, lawyer, and the rest of them, judges and all of them, you know that the career that you go into, you already know what comes with it. So don't come complaining to me about you being a teacher and you can't watch all the kids. Then get you another teacher that's in there with you to help you. Y'all need to do something because it doesn't make any sense that these schools don't do nothing to the kids. They know bullying these kids. Then it's a big problem when they out here defending themselves. Maybe if y'all actually stop the bullying happening, y'all will have these type of problems. Because more cases like this is going to keep happening if they don't do nothing in these schools to stop these kids from bullying these freaking children. They're not committing suicide anymore like they did back in my day, where we heard about kids being bullied and they end up taking their lives. They're not doing that anymore. They're fighting back. So y'all need to get that shit under control. And I also feel like Hollywood made it even worse because remember they used to glorify the bullying. The bullying when they came out with all these movies, the teen movies and shit, and how it's supposed to go in high school with the popular versus the non-popular. And I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I ain't had that in school with the popular versus the non-popular. Bitch didn't get too fussed about that. But this is how they try to, make us go along with this type of shit. And where they used to glorify the bullying, with the boy in the school be bullying this kid and the wimpy kid, the nerd kid punching them. We see it with cartoons where they're getting bullied and punched and all this other stuff, and nothing is being done. They're just letting the bully do whatever he want to do, even when we seeing it on TV, even when we seeing it in movies. And the same shit is happening in real life.
Well, a
But
lot of
people's
the
lives are being
teachers,
destroyed.
well, a lot of the teachers are fanned out. You know, the quarterback of the football team, he's not gonna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like the theater kid or whatever is gonna
Not
get in
only
trouble.
that, they stripped so much goddamn funding away from schools and
Yep.
not paying teachers what they need to be paid. The
That
standard of
too.
excellence has
Shit,
left the
they
building.
should be making $50 an
Or
hour. I
or
don't
to
My
be
understand
God,
how
clear,
they
yes,
not.
because they are
or
dealing with an
A bunch of
insurmountable
kids.
issues when they come, right? And it's like there, first of
And
all,
it
it should
don't
never
matter
be
neither
more than
from
18.
the
It should
from the
never be more than
timing.
18 kids to a class. That's number one. You've got classrooms that are
Okay.
loaded with 30
20,
kids, not
25.
enough, not barely enough seats,
mm-hmm.
barely enough books. These teachers are being overran. They're underfunding schools on
Overwork.
purpose. They're overworking
Hmm.
these teachers. My mother is a principal. She is actually she can retire any day.
Mm.
She decided she's not going back because she cannot deal with it because of the lack of support there is for her teachers, because they have overran them and now they can't structurally teach, and they're making, oh, it's all
Yep.
about test grades, and they have to ignore everything else. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
unfortunately, with funding, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say a predominantly white school, they build a $20 million facility to
Baby, baby.
teach the kids to do X, Y, Z, right? And guess what they get? They get their college prep, they go to the right school, they get in the right fraternity, and they get the right job, right? But then, more black schools, we got to walk through metal detectors. The environment's weird. You know what
And
I'm
people
saying?
don't
And you
also
in the
don't
learning
understand,
environment.
Envy,
The learning environment is
is
it's
totally
that
different.
separate but equal bullshit never worked because I mean, you go by a white school, you're like, damn, they got greenhouses. They got, I mean, shit. They're halfway doing the job that they're gonna get out of college. You go to a black school, you're hoping that they do their math, English, and all
Well,
the
I
other
can't say
shit.
all black schools because
Not all
my
black
son is in a
schools, no.
great one.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
he's thriving. But see, schools are also connected to your zones and the value of the property. People don't understand that. That's how schools get funded. It's through the property taxes in that neighborhood. That is why you always see those
That's what
big
I was gonna
stadiums
say.
in those nicer areas because it is based upon the property
Andy.
tax. And this is why, it is important that we start reinvesting
Yep.
in our own neighborhoods as well.
Yep.
Now, I do say we should be
Yep.
able to live where we want to live. I do say that.
Right.
I do say that. You know what I'm saying? But that does not mean that I can't go back in my neighborhood, purchase a
Right.
home, remodel it, and then rent it to somebody that I know is going to be, is a good black family or whatever the case may be. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But to piggyback off of what Pisa said about them bullies, why y'all think they didn't put the twin brother on the stand? Because he's the
Oh,
bully too.
Can I say
And the
something
defense
about
was going
never
to
that?
eat
look
his
back.
ass alive. That's why
What I want to
they
say
didn't
real
put the
quick,
people
what
that was in
K
the
Fit.
altercation on that stand.
Yep. Where Kfit's going is, I mean, here's the thing. How is it fair that you take the property tax from a bunch of $1 million homes and put that into the schools, and then you go to another neighborhood and they take the property tax from six-figure homes and put it in the schools? Like, it is so obvious who they want to educate and who they
And
don't.
then even further, they look at the test scores and give more money to the test scores that are
Yep.
higher, more stipends to the teachers. Teachers get bigger bonuses at those schools that are getting higher test
Mm-hmm.
scores. Meanwhile, you have these other schools where there are very talented and intellectually gifted kids,
Hey,
Absolutely.
but
Fred, I was
they're
gonna
not
What's up,
given the
Dory?
same chance.
say,
And
I
this is
just wanted to
why,
come give you guys some
like, you see
information.
people wanting to go to take their children in a my child is not in a public school anymore. He is not.
Mm-hmm.
It does
I
not
want
serve him. It just doesn't. But we
to.
can find academia that fits what our children need. We really, really can. And he has a brilliant black teacher. It is very important to, uh,
But
I think it's very,
it's parenting. It's parenting.
oh,
You
fuck
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Fuck
Like
yeah.
where's the book that you brought home? Where's your homework at? This and that. Because when I was a volunteer middle school football coach, these parents would just leave them outside and be like, all right, take my kids so we can do our thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you go over to this neighborhood and you're like, oh, they brought you there and made sure you had your sandwich and all this other stuff. So is a lot of parenting. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, I say that all the
rolling
time.
blunts around you. I mean, it's
Well,
a
I
lot
Exactly.
of
say
Andy,
parenting comes
can I
with
say something really
teachers
quickly?
need
I
to
gotta
know you're
drop
not going
down.
to play about their
yes,
I
children.
want
yes.
to
Go
give you
ahead.
guys some
And they need to
information.
know that you're invested in their education by any means necessary. That
I
means
want
if
to.
you got to pop up, if you got to email, if you got to call, if you got to set up
Yeah,
meetings and say, how can I help? How can I be an assistance to you? Because we also have to stop using school as a babysitting tool to just send our
yeah. There
children
you
away.
go.
We have to
Hey,
show
Andy,
up
can
and
I
be
just give you guys
actively
an update
involved
really
in their
quickly, please?
educational
Oh,
journey. Because
I don't
I
know if she
remember.
can hear you because somebody dropped down. That's why you guys are talking over each other. But go ahead, Dory.
okay. Number one, Hunter
Oh,
was
I can't
subpoenaed
hear
to
her. I'll drop down.
Hunter was subpoenaed to testify. He purposely did not show up and paid his 500 to the judge. It is being reported that the judge and the Methcliffe family were just on a recent Christmas trip as of 2025. And the defense attorney and the prosecutor had a law firm together. This is their first time going against each other. This and he is, and the verdict is in, they're saying manslaughter. So the judge that's about to sentence Carmelo Anthony, good friends, okay, with the Austin Metcalf and family, know them personally, been on Christmas vacation. Do y'all hear what I'm just saying to you?
Can you say that again? I just hit the link back because I couldn't hear you before. Now what? The judge what?
Okay, first of all, Hunter was subpoenaed to testify.
You can opt out to testify. They put a warrant out for you, or you pay $500 to the judge. The judge took $500.
Of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Now, also, Kfit, you all listen to this. I'm disgusted. The Metcalfe family are personal friends of the judge. They just recently went on a Christmas vacation together as of 2025. The prosecutor and the defense attorney, Carmelo Anthony, had a firm together. This is their first time that they have gone against each other. So you tell me what just happened.
But you know they're all friends anyway, right?
Exactly.
They're all Masons or fraternity or UAW or whatever. You know,
attorneys are going to know attorneys that work in the same arena because you got to make backdoor deals.
And they know the
But they should have
judge,
had
and they
that
know.
judge recuse himself.
He
Like you do know, and you do know a lot in the law. In the law, you pay to be not guilty.
Unreal.
If you go get Mr. Steele, if you go get Mr. Steele, if you go to Mr.
Bully.
Damn,
He was bullying people, reporters out of the courtroom.
And be
and
right.
laughing.
Brian Steele is the man. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You go get him, you're not guilty. Okay.
Or his wife.
The jurors talked to the press before they even deliberated.
The judges are fanned out. Like, oh shit!
Did you know what I said?
Oh yeah, we hear you. Sorry.
We hear you.
We was having a whole other conversation.
To the media.
Yeah.
Before deliberation. It's a gag order.
You know, hey, the prosecutor wants the defense to push the paper.
Judges can say no, like, right? And the defense did subpoena for him to take the stand, but I knew that wasn't going to happen because they were going to eat his ass up. They were going to eat him up. They was going to eat him alive. Because what a defense attorney's job would have been to provoke him to act out. And they would have easily been able to do so. They'd have been able to trigger him.
Yeah. When they're on the step, the whole point to get that reasonable doubt is to attack someone's character so that they look like they're not, so that they look like they're not telling the truth. That's the first thing that they do. They might ask you about shit that doesn't have anything to do with the case. When you were 13, what school did you go to? You could answer, you could sound like you're not giving a good delivery and your character's out the window. That's the first thing they go after. I'm not a lawyer, a judge, nothing like that, but I know damn well they try to discredit you first before you give testimony. I do know that.
Oh, that's the first step. They dig into your past. They completely get they do a what is it called? Lord, I can't think of the technical term. But they want to see, they vet you. They do a full vet of who they're going to cross-examine. Because they also want to know what your mama did, what your daddy did, what kind of community you come from, any issues they would have dug up if he punched a 2-year-old when he was in preschool. Like they just would have. And that's the nature of the game.
Well, think about it.
Discredit you to make the jury sway. It doesn't mean they have to really absolutely believe. This is why OJ won, guys. Because of the famous line, if the glove didn't fit, it must acquit. And that stuck with the jury, right? That stuck with the jury so much. And when Cochran tried that glove on in front of them and showed how shriveled up that glove was, it was
good marketing.
Clothes.
Well, see, the thing is people ask, are there cops here on YouTube? And yes, don't you watch? Listen, discrediting the person. Could you imagine sitting there and listening to your rap video talking about you're going to catch a body and you're going to do the jury already? What do you mean you're going to catch a body and you're throwing money around and you're doing reckless stuff? You're discrediting
you as a
demoralizing women.
Person.
After that, it's like
character.
Right. When they play those videos and stuff, that's why I tell people be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not want to sit in the court and then play one of your YouTube videos talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
great job, Kfit. Envy, I've been watching. I've been on silence.
Okay, they said he's guilty of murder, y'all.
Guilty of murder. Yes, they found him guilty.
Really?
Yes,
Murder one,
man.
2, like it wasn't premeditated. So
It
like
can't be
2,
right. It got to be murder too, because murder
yeah.
Yeah,
one
it's
is
got to be.
Murder
premeditated.
I
one
don't
is
know if
like
it
a
was
whole
murder one or
plan,
murder
like
two,
the idiots
but
that went after Fulio.
you know what? This is taking me back. It's taking me way back now because injustice is always being
These kids have to
something that,
record everything.
yeah, with black people, you're gonna start after carrying your cameras and using them for other than making fools out of one another.
And it's murder
Well,
one. Mm.
oh my
You
God,
see?
They considered it an intentional act.
that's crazy.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? The injustice that we are being done, even now today, happened over 60 years ago.
And then look
And
at
yet you
Jake.
want to say it
What's the
doesn't
white
matter.
rapper?
It matters now. My God. When
Yeah,
are we
yeah. Well,
going
the
to wake
thing
up?
is that look at the dumbass trends that we make. Or
Yes,
not that we
yes.
make, but the younger person. No, like, okay, they say about King Von, right? What was King Von famous for? Having the most bodies. They called him a serial killer. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying?
He
Right.
glorified himself off of it.
And that
Yeah.
makes you, because I remember when they interviewed King Von, they said, "Hey, can you ever be due up for a violation for not adhering to the rules of your organization?" He's like, "Nah, I'm above that." Basically, he means he got enough bodies from Black Disciples or whoever, Black Peace Stones or whoever in Chicago. And that's the trend. That's why people turn on their cameras talking about, "I'm gonna go fuck up a nigga." Like,
Yeah.
really? Like,
It's
put your
really
phone
stupid.
down,
It's
bruh.
really stupid.
It's
I mean, but
pinging
we have
off
to
of
know
together.
that he is in one of the most reddest states there. Well, politically, he's in one of the most reddest states there is.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not. I knew it wasn't going to be a fair trial soon as the moment as I found out that they dismissed every single black juror that could have been in that box of 12.
Oh,
And then when the judge decided to have court on a Saturday was another indication. We are
Yep.
going to ram this through and we want blood for whatever this is.
Jesus.
right.
And you look at the judge's history, because you can look at what the political stance of a judge is and also see the previous cases that they have tried, told me everything that I needed to know. The fact that the defense did not win any motion at all told me everything I needed to know. And the fact that Metcalf's the twin brother got off
Mm-hmm.
by paying a fine to sequester the subpoena. Y'all, this is eye-opening, y'all, how the legal system works,
Well,
Yes,
the
right?
and
thing,
that's
yeah,
what I.
go look at the bias. Look at the bias. Look at
The
the bias in
biasness that is
culture.
in it.
Let me give you a couple examples real quick. So the bias in neighborhoods, like they vote on, like for certain suburbs, they vote on no apartments allowed. They vote on
Yes, they do.
not expanding the
Yes.
trains out to
Mm-hmm.
those. They
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
vote on not allowing the buses. And let's just be honest. Who do you think that affects the most? And therefore, in that area of Texas, I'm sure they're like, we're not going to let this black boy get away with this bullshit. It goes along with everything. Man, everything is right in front of your face, but we ignore it.
The same way, I
Yep.
got even better for you, Envy.
Okay.
If you think about highways, where do
Yep.
all highways run through?
The hood.
It
The
runs through
hood.
the hood. And what do highways do? Decrease the property, the value of the
Yep.
land and the home that you have. And I already told y'all about property tax. What does that
Right.
do? It then affects the school that is in that district.
Yep.
So it is so many things. And this is why I constantly say, people love to say, oh, it's not racist.
Shit.
You may not
Yeah, it's
have
been
a
racist ever since
face-to-face
I've been in the world.
racist. You may not experience racism face to face, but you do experience it within the system some way, somehow. And it directly affects you in many ways.
Yep. Yep.
It
Yep.
affects you many ways. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get down because like I gotta let my emotions
You got it.
stew with
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
exactly.
But
yeah.
Understood.
this is why, listen, We have to
And I'll
be
say one more
inside
thing to
to
you.
break down the outside. We can't be outside chanting, we want change, and we are not putting people, we're not educating ourselves to be in position to make certain changes. Because, yes, there are white people that are racist. We know that. But the laws and the rules and regulations that we are governed by were made by people that were raised in the Jim Crow era.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
And I
That has
will
not
say
been
this.
changed yet. Yeah, we got the 13th and 14th Amendment, but that ain't
Yep.
shit when you really look at the laws of
Right.
states. It's not shit when you look at the different policies that directly affect you locally. It is race coded all the
Yep.
way down to the ground.
Well, think about this, the gentrification. Think about this. Like,
Baby.
I'll give you one example. I know you gotta go. So in Chicago, they had Robert Taylor Homes and Cabrini Green. So the white folks wanted to come in and make them $500,000-$600,000 condos and make, the property around it, put Whole Foods over there and change the whole thing. Well, here's what Chicago did. They tore down Robert Taylor Homes and Cabrini Green and moved everybody out to Maywood, which was a close suburb. What the hell do you think happened out there? They knew what was going to happen out there. Like, let's
Yes,
take a
they
bunch of
did.
people from the projects and put them in Section 8 in a suburb, and then all of a sudden tear it down, and now we're in a worse situation. So I do appreciate you, Kfit.
Yeah, it is.
This is when we
Yes,
needed you.
we
But I
needed this
mean,
stuff.
I pop my head out every now and then when it's something that is in my wheelhouse. But it is serious business because it could have
Yep,
been any one of our children. It could have been us in this situation.
of
Because in a
course.
situation, in a split second situation, you don't know what you would have done. You just know you don't know, and you pray to God that you get a jury of your peers and that you can afford. Because there is the next thing. Had they had a Brian Steele in that law in that courtroom, that judge would have
Been fanned
acquiesced
out.
to Brian. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Why do you
Brian,
think Diddy
Brian, do
didn't
you need a
get
break?
the?
You need
Why
some
y'all think
extra
the RICO
water?
charge didn't stick to Diddy when Brian still signed on that sheet that he was going to be a representative? I mean, it just is what it is. It's it's
It is.
resources. It's
It is.
resources.
It
And
is.
Ghetto, I understand your method. We have to understand the nature of this country, and we have to do better by protecting ourselves, by having emotional intelligence. But this situation, no matter how much emotional intelligence was given, the facts are the facts. He still got jumped. Not he got pulled back in to a
Yeah.
fight.
And my
He got
Right.
thing
pulled back
is,
into a fight.
what are we taught more as black folks than white folks are?
Right.
Always keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
So his actions dictate the environment that we've been raised around. Keep your head on a swivel. It's normal to, shoot somebody. It's normal to stab somebody. A white boy would have turned around and tried to knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? But we're not taught that. We're taught,
No,
hey,
we're not. We're not.
they might be
We're
trying to take you up out of here because of the gang culture and everything else. So
The
it's deep.
conversations we have with our black children when they're driving. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Don't
Yep.
have your music too loud. Roll down
Yeah.
your windows some. We're
Yep.
too afraid to even put tinted windows because we know that they're going to find an excuse to pull them over for
Mm-hmm.
that. Do y'all know that there's even a way to program your kid's phone? For those of you that have teenagers that are driving, you can program your kid's phone to when they are pulled over to automatically call you so
Mm,
that you can verbally see and keep them calm. There's also an
mm.
app that shows you tell them to what to say when a police officer pulls them over. White kids don't have to teach their kids this.
Nope.
And it should never come to that because we should always be judged by our actions and not by our physical attributes. And it's sickening. We should
It's
not
never
have
gonna
to tell
stop.
our kids to be above board while other children are allowed to run amok through this country. I mean, because we can talk about January 6th. I don't know if any black people were out there storming the Capitol because we do know if black folks would have
Mm.
boarded buses to do that very thing, we would have been shot before we got off the damn bus. Let's be
Yeah.
Yes.
very clear about that.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Let's be
Right.
very clear. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's not, let that let let's not use the fact, oh, we should do this. Yes, we should, but so should everyone else. And on that note, thanks again for letting me have up.
Thank
I
you,
gotta
Thank
go
you.
sit
Kfit.
Thank
with
you.
Oh my
this.
gosh,
Hey,
thank
y'all
you.
have a
You
Yeah.
are
good one.
gold. Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Panel
Oh,
gold. Appreciate that.
man, bro.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you
ahead
know
and
what?
drop you because you probably can't. There you go.
Yeah. I was glad. I
Yeah,
was so glad
Mr.
to hear.
Carruthers.
Man. Whoa.
Yeah. I like hearing. I mean, K-Fit is educated in the area. I'm proud of her. Some of that stuff that she brought to the panel like was crucial. So, I'm going to. Do you have last words, Mr. Carruthers? You could come around here anytime. I'm glad you came around because I heard from RY that you kind of wanted me to have like a gentleman's discussion,
Yeah, gentlemen's
roundtable, whatever.
discussion. Yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
I did.
and you got to
I'd
give
like to
me
hear from
yeah.
the younger
Go ahead.
guys what they think about things. And as an older man, I can tell you my little stories and my perspective. But I also learn as men, you younger men, we have to protect our women more, and quit ostracizing them as much because
Mm-hmm.
of our egos. We've been taught as black men a lot of bullshit things out there in life about how black men should act, what they should do, and how they should
It's
act toward
very
other
simple,
people.
Mr. Carruthers. Men think that they can. Men think that they can live without their queen. Queen is the strongest
Yes,
piece.
that's
This queen
yeah,
is the strongest piece on the board, and the
yeah,
king is actually the weakest person on the board that can only move one step at a time. But without the king, there's no game. But ego does take over stuff, and unfortunately, in the culture, these baby mamas and this and that. That's what I do believe about what the debates in the manosphere. So
yeah.
but I will put together some stuff and present it to you definitely, and we can really pull some people together and see where we can go because. First of all, I will say chivalry's almost dead, masculinity is almost dead, and doing
Yeah,
the right
yeah,
thing is definitely dead. So, you know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
definitely.
But let me close
And
out
when a
the show
person,
because RY and I have a couple hours before we have to do another
well,
one.
y'all
Go ahead.
show and tell our my thank you for letting you be up here today because if it wasn't for you know how that go.
Yeah. Well, I do
But
the 1 o'clock solo, but
thank
yeah.
you so much, MB, and goodbye.
Yeah,
And
man.
yes,
Thank you.
ghetto intellect. We will.
No, you and ghetto. Okay.
Yeah,
I
ghetto.
yeah.
All right. Bye bye.
Yeah. All right, man. All right. Here we go with the George W. Hey, Molly. If I was George W., I'd be a part of Skull and Bones out of Yale University, and I definitely wouldn't be here talking to you. Anyway, it is what it is. Angela White and everybody else that got involved, we need to talk to, bro. Okay, that's what's up, ghetto. Putting things aside, being real men, respecting these women out here. I'm not saying you have to kiss woman's ass, but definitely put them in a place where they help you win because shit. I won't go to a male doctor. I won't go into business with a man. I won't do a whole lot because guess what? It becomes a pissing contest and an ego tug of war. So I'm good on most of the men because no, I'll end up beating the shit out of you in the boardroom. Okay. So that just doesn't work for me. But anyway, hopefully we accomplished our goals. We definitely talked about the Pizarro thing. Thank you Pizarro for pulling up and getting things together. I got your back. It doesn't matter. You don't have to explain anything to me. You don't have to do nothing. Just tell me what you need help with. Period. Yeah, we all know who I am or how I am, especially when it comes to that. ZX with the goals and Lemon ain't perfect. When ZX does go up there and say, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" He said to Lemon, "What are you gonna do in your life? 10 years from now? You need to tighten up, brother. And this and that." Okay, cool. Well, listen, I would say if you're dialed into, actually helping out a brother like Lemon or whoever, I'm not just saying him. Ghetto needs some help. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all need some damn help. Like happy life. If you want to be a mentor, you want to talk about I thought that you talked about Mason and you know what I'm saying? I'm fraternal. So I get it. Enlightenment should make you, work to take people with you that are going to be better. So I wouldn't go chastise an individual just for, your own gain, but it is what it is on that. I'm sure you'll cry about it later. I said mammy is the wrong term. You cannot call someone mammy, especially a black man, because mammies were black women that take care of white kids, okay, especially in the South. So stop saying that especially black men, are being mammied around here. Say they're being coddled. Say they're being, they get pats on the back when they do wrong or something along those lines. If we're going to teach, I'm off the ZX thing, but if we're going to teach, let's at least be educated about it. One of the things I want black people to stop doing is saying cracker, because it's actually putting ourselves down. White people laugh at that because like that's a slave term. Things like that. Read a book. You know what I mean? Read a book before you come out here and try to freaking outsmart somebody. But I'm very militant, so don't mind me. And then the same TMO reads, we talked a little bit about the colorism. I'm tired of colorism because it's about culture. There's race, ethnicity, and culture. So you can have the blackest person want to be white. You can have the whitest person wanting to be black, this and that. But beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And I can't stand it when somebody says, oh, you're bald, or you're too black, or you're too light, and this and that, whatever. Shut up. That's just your own personal preference. It has absolutely nothing to do with a woman's beauty. So stop it. But other than that, I really do appreciate Kfit bringing everything to a head. Thank you, Mr. Carruthers, and all that. Kfit, damn, she's going to send me an invoice for this. She's going to send me an invoice for this live. You know what I'm saying? But again, I really do appreciate everybody. And looks like RY and I'll see you in a couple hours before Lemon does his thing. So again, I'll holler at y'all. And I'll see you in a couple hours. Y'all have a good afternoon. Peace.